Absolutely. I know. I'm a Jeep. And that's what we do. We figure out the answers. We figure out the answers. What up, fam? What up, fam? What up? My love, do you need this?
Yes.
Mary. Good. Hello, Mary. Hello, I don't know. How are you doing? Yeah. You want me to pour you a cup? No, you. I don't want to get in your way, no. Good morning. Good morning. It's more like good afternoon, actually. Where's the lid?
It's in here. It's
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was wondering, actually, they look good as fuck. Hey, good morning. How are you all doing? Anything is possible. Every opportunity that we have is for someone else to think about it that way. You ever thought about that? What? Hello, Kathy. That's the way I look at it. Like, our place is an opportunity for somebody who's looking for a place. Think about it.
I know.
Uh-huh. That's the way I look at it.
May the chips fall.
Where they may. May the chips fall were lay. We're lay. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon, you beautiful people. Thank you. Hi, beautiful. Yeah, she's great. She's phenomenal. Her name is Carol.
She's 85.
She's 85. 65. And then a day past.
On my prime.
Not a day past 9. Good. With lunch. I haven't even fucking eaten breakfast. So we're having breakfast. So we're having a bagel. Having a bagel, some milk. No, she's just some random girl here.
I just woke up here.
Good
Waiting for
morning.
my Uber.
You're waiting for an Uber. Fuck, I'm just drinking out of the fucking ass. I'm thinking about her. Alright, where am I at? Keep this here. Is this bowl clean? It is clean. This is probably. Where the fuck is the little drink spatula?
The what?
The spatula. There it is. Never mind. Take it back. Good afternoon, everybody.
Did you pour me thingies?
No. I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does it look too light?
I don't know how much did you put. How many scoops did you put?
Huh?
How many scoops did you put?
4 for 4. Isn't that the correct?
I sometimes do more.
Oh, I did 4 for 4.
4 for 4. What is this? Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Wendy's 4 for 4.
Yeah.
This guy. Oh, he look like a baddie though. She is a baddie. She's gorgeous. You you wish it was you, but it ain't. I love you too. Good. I respect. She's beautiful. Of course she's beautiful, bro. Now, nice cut, my G. Yeah, bro. I got this cut like last week before I went to Chicago. Hello, Jacqueline. Yeah, she's awesome. She's even better on the inside. Oh shit! Shit! Yeah, we're learning today, baby. Oh, Jacqueline, update me. How was Lola? Lola's good. Name a car for an edit. A car? Nissan GTR, Godzilla. Bro, in love, brother. Listen. Who did you see? We went and saw John Summit. Oh, hello, Leon. This is one of my parents' vehicles. Leon says hello. It's tough too, bro. It's all tough. Yeah. By the way, Jesus. I never went out. Oh, I just accepted that it made him uncomfortable. That's fucked up. You're gonna resent him for that. I know you will. You want some advice from her? Where am I at? So how did I get your house?
Yeah.
I was like, Someone asking you, so how is it at the house?
It's great. It's clean.
Yeah.
Not messy.
None.
Beautiful view.
Beautiful pizza. It's okay. I'll explain to them the joke.
Good luck.
I will.
Or you can show them.
What lips?
My mug.
Mug and Darren. I know. I was like, you know what? Let me use this cool ass mug that I just got for my girlfriend. Look at the mug I got her from Chicago. It's pretty cool. He loves you. Get out of here, God. G. Mia Khalifa loves you. Get out of here. What's up, baby? Let's make some breakfast. Then we're gonna learn. I've heard less of you, bro. Brother, this isn't OnlyFans or Pornhub. Go over there. It's a lot better. Or how about you just get yourself a girlfriend, bro? Yeah, Leon. You fucking tell him, Leon. You fucking tell him, Leon. I don't really have any more open ones. Jeez. You tell him, Leon. All right, listen, God, you have one more chance and then I'm kicking you. No, bro, I mean, you can get yourself a baddie. Just become a badass. And you can get yourself a really good looking girl. On the inside and on the outside. Always remember that, bro. Work on yourself, bro. Dude, work on yourself, and before you know it, dude, you'll be good. But yeah, Jacqueline, I really think you should. It's like Pornhub. It's not Pornhub, bro. It's not, my dog's here. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. Welcome to my channel. If you guys don't know what I'm about, my name is Alex Duenas. I've been training for the last 19 years. I've been coaching people for the last 12 years. I started training people when I was 19 years old. I became a personal trainer at 19 years old. And then I started training people, and I had my ups and downs in life. And eventually I built a gym. Sergio Ramos, yeah. I built a gym when I was 25. How did I build it? I started with $0, zero clients, and I started training people. I mentored under a really great guy in West Palm Beach. And we trained people from Palm Beach Island, we trained people around West Palm, and that's where I got my experience from training people. And then I competed twice in bodybuilding, 2 times. Natural and enhanced, and I learned a lot more about nutrition. And that's where I really started to learn. 561, bro, shout out to 561. And I started to learn more about nutrition. And then I've always had a passion for fitness. Why? It's what changed my life. Why did I get into fitness? The only reason I got into fitness was because I wanted a cute girlfriend. That's it. That's all I ever wanted. And I needed the confidence. I wanted the confidence, you know? I went to the gym with you. What's up, sociopath? How are you? I gotta take all their assist hits. What? Did you train today? Yeah, I hit arms with her. I brought up $5 once to quit my job, and now I'm jobless and broke. Jesus. Yeah, I hit arms today. I hit arms with her today. Well, she hit back, I hit arms. And then I'm gonna train later today, too. Train again? What up, baby? No, your stomach's fucked up. Yeah, no, it was good, man. It was good. Lola was good. I went to Lollapalooza. Do you recommend sitting in the sauna? What is your goal? I personally don't really care for the sauna. To me in the sauna, I don't fucking really care for the sauna. I know it's good for you, you know, but I just don't personally go to the sauna. Actual God of the universe cares about you deeply. I know he does. God loves me. He wants a relationship with you. I have a great relationship with God. Luke chapter 17, verse 21. For the kingdom of God is within you. Luke chapter 11, verse 52. Woe, you lawyers, for you take away the key of knowledge. You look not within yourself. Acts chapter 7, verse 42 and 48. Howbeit that the Most High dwelleth not in temples made of man's hands. Yeah, I do like an hour in a sauna. Fuck that, dude. Me personally, I don't really like the sauna. I'm like, the fuck I'm doing to sit there and just sweat. Some people like the sauna. What's up, Say Yuri. S. Your name is S. And to get there, alright, sociopath. I don't like that. Not here! Are we gonna have any carbohydrates? Well, we're having this fucking bagel. Yeah, bro. I quote scripture because I read scripture. A really great book called Jesus Calling if you want to get closer to God. Why do we get closer to God? So we can have more faith. To believe that when we're going through difficult times, there's a reason behind it. It gives more meaning to the suffering. What kind of bagel? Blueberry bagel. 64 grams of carbs. Ridiculous. Jesus Calling, bro, was a book that changed my life. Changed my life. It continues to change my life. Cinnamon raisins are good. All right. What up, dog? What up, Leon? Jenkins. Leon Jenkins. What up, dog? What up, Leon? We making fucking huevos. Fucking huevos. Done. Huevos are done. Completo. That's it. Eggs done. Ah! Oh, what's wrong with you, bro? What do you mean what's wrong with me, bro? Bruce Wayne, brother. What's wrong with you, my guy? What's right with you, brother? How about that? I love jalapeno cheddar. It's actually good. Yo, human, give me some eggs, bitch. Chill out. All right, isn't summer there? I just got here in the sun, and here you go. There's your sun. Yeah, exactly. I live in Florida. It's fucking hot as shit in Florida. Bro, love how hype you are. Of course, brother. And that way I can use it to share for online clients. Wait, what? Day by day? Brother, I don't think your first comment went through. That way, yeah. If you live in Florida, every day you walk outside, it's not been raining, but still the weather changes every time you turn. Yeah, it's fucking raining like a motherfucker every time in Florida. Yeah, it's hot as shit in Florida. Yeah, if I want to go to sauna, I just go outside. Sir, what are you doing? Bro, I've been in this game for a minute, dude. Salt, bro. Don't forget your salt in your food. Yeah, you don't like that shit, do you? Hi, I'm from Florida. You're something. Thank you, Don. Happy Thursday, Vanilla. Hello, Vanilla? What the fuck do you mean? What are you cooking? We're cooking some eggs. We just had a bagel. But we're gonna have some more coffee. Café. We're gonna have this, and then we're gonna go right. Let me just bust out some fucking push-ups real quick. Let me just bust out some push-ups real quick. Really? Yeah. Why the fuck not? Because that's how, listen, you can train anywhere. I want you to understand, you can train anywhere. You can change your life. You can go from having a bad moment to having a better moment simply by just knocking out some push-ups. That's it. I'm near Jacksonville. Nice. I'm close to Jacksonville. All right, chill out, Gwen. All right, I'll be right back. Let me bring this to my room. Well, what are you doing there? John is freaked out. Yeah, can I go on and you guys? John, if you say something like that more, you're out. We don't condone that kind of behavior here, brother. Not here. The paparazzi, they want to know your name.
Laura.
What's up, stove microwave? No, she actually has an air fryer now. We actually got an air fryer. Let me put these. What up, dog? What up, dog? Hello, beautiful people. Yeah, I want to bust out another fucking set of push-ups. Really? Yeah, why not? Hello, beautiful people. Shit, we might just do some more. Why not? You're on late. I know, dude. I've had to do a couple things. That's why I'm on here a little later than normal. Let me bust out another few. Y'all big back and what the fuck? Chill out, brother. Kids are on here. What up, fam? Run later. Hello. Hello, stay around. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna give you all the secrets to nutrition, training, to losing body fat, to building muscles, to staying on track, to staying motivated for life, to staying disciplined, right? It's discipline. Understand one thing, discipline. Nobody's born with discipline. I truly believe that we're all born wanting to do the easy things, right? Like, that's just how I truly believe. Like, we're born wanting to do the easier things. But life isn't always, how do we fix hip dips? Eddie, you don't really fix hip dips. That's what you're born with. But what you can do is you can get leaner. Is this Brazilian possible? What do you mean? You can't really fix hip dips, but you can get leaner. And I'm telling you right now, when you get leaner, you're always going to look better. When you lean out, meaning you get rid of all the body fat, unnecessary body fat, you're going to look better. That's it, bro. You can't really change your genetic structure. Yeah, you can't really. What are you eating, man? Eggs, bro. This is about 200 grams of egg whites, four whole eggs. All right, so I usually eat this if I'm home. If I'm home, I'll eat this. If I'm out and about, if I wake up somewhere else, I won't always eat 200 grams of egg whites, 4 whole eggs. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes I'll just eat 4 whole eggs. All right? If I can't always control my environment, I'm still going to find a way to get some protein in there. Because without it, I won't be able to build the muscle or look the way I want to look. And just eggs with eggs? Yeah, 200 egg whites with 4 whole eggs. I just had a bagel. I work that always have attitude and gossip. Alexis Fit, brother, you become an opposing force that's hard to reckon with. Okay? And right, prepping. No, brother, I just stay in shape all year round. I stay in shape 24/7, brother. I believe it's one of the best lifestyles to be at, So I just eat a certain way. Doesn't mean I don't eat other ways as well. Listen, brother, that's what I would do, bro. You be an opposing force. You show up there with the energy. You bring the energy. When someone says, When someone says, oh, like when someone complains, I'm like, yeah, but like at least you have 2 legs. At least you got shoes, right? Like it's a gratitude, you know, like really change up the pattern. Be like, well, at least you're alive. You could be dead. You could be this, like, you know, like and then when you show up there and you're smiling to people, like people are like, bro, what the fuck you on? You know, hit a workout, help them. Be like, yo, hit these push-ups with me. So when you're in an environment where there's a lot of negative, because I've been there, right? You're around people who are negative. You have to be this object of, you have to be this person, but you can't become this person where people tell me, like, bro, I want your energy. Because ultimately, what you're noticing is when people have low energy, they are negative. When you look at someone that has high energy, they're most of the time positive. It's like, damn. So realize that they're in a low state of frequency, right? So like when you realize that they're on a low state of frequency, you got to bring them back up. They're ultimately they're almost begging you to help them out. So and macros. So I usually eat 3 or 4 meals a day. And when I'm home, again, it's either chicken, it's either beef, it's either eggs. I don't really eat protein shakes anymore. That's been like the biggest difference. Have you tried ashwagandha, Althena? Have you tried? I've tried ashwagandha. I'll take ashwagandha here and there. But you have to also understand, I'm 31, right? I've been working out since I was 12 years old. So I've learned to eat this way. By the time I was like 17, 18, I learned how to eat, and then I learned how to track macros by the time I was 22. Right? So this is me after 1 year of working out. I'll show you guys as well. This is after 1 year of working out. Just doing sit-ups, push-ups, and pull-ups. That was 1 year of working out. Right? I was 13 years old. I had a BlackBerry. Right? 13 years old. And my buddy taught me how to work out. Yeah, my buddy taught me how to. Why no shakes? Because after like 15 years of drinking protein shakes, they kind of like fucked up my stomach. Protein powders are bad for you. What kind of carbs do you eat? No, I drink protein shakes for 15 years. Like, I drank protein shakes for a very long time. And so I'm not against them. My mom bought me my first protein powder from GNC. I'll never forget. Right? All right. And so, obviously, in a minute, I'll show it when we're doing what's it called? When we're doing the lesson. Yeah. Right? Ashwagandha isn't that important. No, but it helps. I mean, I did some study on it, but what's really gonna work is your understanding your food. Do you do any martial arts? Yeah, I do Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. I'm down 78 pounds since January, now feeling good. Good job, Division Cycles. I'm proud of you, my brother. What was the biggest difference? What made the difference? Keep it quiet on the creek. Yellow Mellow. Amphetamine stimulant pack. I don't have one. Wyber said yes. L-theanine, same, just strength. I just started out trying 2 weeks in, right? I'm starting to feel the effects. Stress days with 2 boys and wives that are working 6 hours a week minimum working, or working, it helps hold back cortisol. I never even looked at it that way, brother. You know, like obviously when you're working a lot, you have a lot of stress. I get the stress part. The biggest thing is gonna be your nutrition though. Like take ashwagandha out of it. I just started it, bro. I've been working out for 19 years. It was never a staple of mine in my routine. I'm still a white belt. I have my first stripe. Authentic. Yeah, brother. For me, it's always been the food, bro. Like, I don't really focus on supplements. That's why you'll never really see me promoting supplements here. Nice. Beautiful. I like YouTube's popping off. Let's see. Thank you for the compliment. Why not mix something with the eggs just to make it more flavor? Brother, because I enjoy it, bro. I've been eating eggs for like 15 years, bro, and I really enjoy them. Good afternoon. Tay, what up, Tay? Sorry, I missed it. All good, brother. I said, what was the biggest difference? Like, what was the difference between not losing the weight and then losing the weight this time, going through a tough time. Tay, you would go through a better time if you actually took the advice I gave you. You feel me? If you just took the advice I gave you, alone and my love life sucks. Yeah, because you keep doing the same thing, right? You keep going after the same guys, thinking the same way, and What ends up happening is after every failed attempt, the next one you go into, you don't, and subconsciously, your mind's like, this one's not gonna work out either. The other 5 didn't work out. This one's probably not gonna work out. First and foremost, like, you have to, in my opinion, you have to, first of all, pray. You have to pray for the person that you want, right? I got TikTok here too. You have to pray for the person you want, right? And then you have to have faith, right? That's what I recommend. What's helped me is praying, having faith, and then changing something dramatic out of myself, okay? Because I just came in and I want to know. Like, you have to change something dramatic. I went celibate for like 4 months. Never done that in my entire life. It really made me a different person. Never in my million years, since like 15 years, right? 4 months. And then I also did semen retention for 4 months. Never did that a day in my life. I got no stripes yet. It's okay, Gothic, bro. You keep going. Never stop. Keep going. Bridge powders and supplements aren't FDA regulated. I have my own chicken house now, and it's so smooth and stored. Yeah, but the FDA approves Coca-Cola, bro. Indigenous immigrant, bro. FDA approves fucking Coca-Cola. Yeah, Tay. And like, if you want, you shoot me a message. I'll literally give you the blueprint. And if you do it for at least 3 or 4 months, you don't have to look for it. Remember this. It's the law of... It's the law. I forgot why. It's not even a law. It's like when you chase something, it's always going to run from you. When you chase a dog, it's always going to run for you. Right? Sparred boxing, I had an adrenaline rush. Of course, bro. I fucking sparred last week. Yeah. Like, you have to be whatever is coming into your life. When I brought bad women into my life, it was because I wasn't a good man. I wasn't. Right? I just wasn't a good man. My habits weren't good. Certain habits in relationship and how I thought about relationships was mainly lust, me. Instead of thinking of how can I create a man that I respect more. No, I know, not really. You said your Robert's brother? No, brother, not at all. It was different and a great amount of things from 6 months ago. Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I had longer hair 6 months ago. I love kickboxing, Muay Thai more than boxing. Yeah, bro, Muay Thai's hard. Muay Thai's tough, not hard. Muay Thai's tough. Right, Tay. When I'm surrounded by it at 30. Bro, don't rush it. 30 is still not a bad age. It's not a bad age. It's the story you're telling yourself. Right, Tay? If you tell yourself, I'm lonely, I don't have marriage, I'm not worthy of these things, the universe is a reflection of your mind. Right? The universe is a reflection of your mind. Okay? One thing that I've learned is that whatever we think is what we're going to see. Because whatever we think is what we're imagining. Whatever we're imagining is just a reflection. It's a reflection. You get to change the channel. I was probably that's on you, right? It's just a reflection. You get to change the channel. What do you see? You can't change everything, but you can change the thing around you, what you see here. What do you want to see? Cyclops, this isn't, hey, I have to say, you know how this is. No, 100%. Thank you, bro. Love, do you want me to close the door?
I'll close it. I'll close mine too.
Okay.
The universe always agrees with you.
Yeah, good or bad.
Bars.
How do we shy away from lust? Como se dice, every morning and after my lifts? Fuck no, bro. Why would you do fasted cardio? Bro. One of my clients right here, bro, never did fucking, did he do fasted cardio? No, he didn't. No. Another one of my guy, never did fucking fasted cardio. Yeah, one of my most shredded guy, these chicks be all over when I did. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Right? Look at them. What's up? Okay. Can I get something fucking give me fucking let's go, baby. Let's go, Charlie Witt! And the flag's up. Why aren't the flags up? I don't know. I put them on the door. I like them like that. You want to help others, but brother, remember you're not alone too. I know. I got God, bro. Just tell me, bro. God's blessed me more than anything, bro. I'm handsome. I'm in good shape. I got a place to live. I got a beautiful girlfriend. You know, I know how to get people in phenomenal shape. You know, like I'm. It's called self-transcendence. Marley, I say thank you? Thank you, Marley. Yeah, self-transcendence, bro. I got to a point of self-actualization, right? And my girlfriend, yeah, we've been dating now for 3 months. Yeah, Marley, that's the thing. Like, Marley, do you have a boyfriend yet? How long has it been since you had a boyfriend? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? People want to be in a relationship, but I've been like 5 girlfriends in this year. Yeah, people want to be in a relationship, but they never want to give things a try. I'm going to be in our lives. Salam, yeah. Salam, voila, yeah. Got a Russian flag, North Korea. Yeah, my girlfriend's from Brazil. Are you Italian? No, I'm American / Colombian and Bulgarian. Go Charlotte DeWitt. Go Charlotte DeWitt. Let me finish this fucking thing. Go Charlotte. Come here. Go. Don't lie, Zerry Ramos. You're from. I'm not from Spain. So good to see you, my friend. You as well, Jazzy. Right. All right. Yeah, because semen retention is all energy. Semen retention, highly recommend any man on here that's single to go on semen retention for at least 3 months. Yeah, Tay, let me finish this and I'll draw you out everything I think you should do and give it a try for 90 days. What up, brother? I got you, Tay. I had a bagel. Knock out these fucking push-ups real quick. Let me knock out these fucking push-ups real quick. That's it. Knock out these push-ups. Let's do it. 2 hands, yeah. Keep your hands up. That's funny. Beautiful. So, what I've learned, right? I've studied a lot. Like, a lot of books I've studied. I've studied books from, right? So many different books. Relentless, One of Many. Recently I just read that. Unlimited Power. NLP. Yeah. A lot of scripture. Journaled a lot. So, let me, you guys want, brother? Stare at them. No, I read them, brother. So, Tay, let me give you my advice. And let me at least explain to you how I've learned I've also recently read this book called Reality Surfacing. Reality Surfacing? I think so. I think it's called, no, Reality Transcending. It's easier. What do you mean it's easier? No, just pay attention. Pay attention. Oh, you don't have to. I've been trying to give you the advice for the longest time. Right? Let me out. I've been trying to give you advice for a long time, and then you just leave and you come back. You leave and you come back. I'm like, no, let's try my approach. Okay. What I've learned. Okay. Think about what you're going to say. Never, bro. I live it. I live it. Okay. This is deep thinking, so I'm gonna need y'all right? This is deep thinking, so I need you. Bachelor going on tons of dates and you're great days, nothing sticks. No, of course, right? Because you're going out with guys that don't want anything serious, right? Don't want anything serious. So here's what I've learned about life in general, right? All lust fun, don't show, and I don't show that off, right? So let me explain, okay? So we all understand how the law of attraction works. Right? The law of attraction, right? The law of attraction, simply, okay? Like the laws of the universe, cause and effect, the law of cause and effect, the law of diminishing intent, the law of attraction, the law of compensation. Anyways, I don't want to get too deep, right? So now I'm learning. Yeah, we're always learning. So we have to understand, okay? So I'll take you for example, right? Here you are, Tay, you beautiful being, you beautiful person, right? You beautiful person, right? What will always control our lives is our own beliefs. Understand that our own beliefs, our core beliefs, are how do we feel about yourself? Do you feel like you're not enough? Right? Do you feel like you're not enough? Do you feel like you're not worthy? Right? Do you feel like you don't deserve it? Right? Do you feel like you don't deserve it? Also, what is the story? Right? What is the story that you're telling yourself? And last but not least, are you thinking more about what you don't have or want, or about what you do want? That's it. I would take these questions, right? Right? I would take these questions. I'm helping YouTube. I'm helping a friend of mine, a viewer of mine who wants these, right? So these are things. Beliefs. What beliefs do you have about yourself? That you're not enough. Who told you that you're not enough? Right? Who told you that you're not enough? Pretty enough, whatever pretty enough, smart enough, whatever it might be. Okay? Somebody put that in there for you. Somebody. But you decide whether it's true or not. Because here's the thing, not enough, you're more than enough for the right person. This is what I would conclude in your mind. What's going to help you to think that you're not enough, or to tell yourself, I am enough. Right? I am enough. That's it. You can even say, I am enough. I am enough. I guess that's the cheating and failed relationship made me. Right. So you're using, which is normal, right? You're using your past failures, right, to dictate your future, right? Which is normal. It happens to people in fitness, Last time I tried losing weight, I lost 5 pounds, but then I gained it back. Last time I went and got this job, I got fired. Last time I went to somebody and asked them to try to close a deal, it fell through. So your failures, your past failures, right? Your past failures can really resemble your future if you think about them in the present. If all you're thinking about is how it didn't work out in the past, your future is going to be a resemblance of your past because it's all you're thinking of. You know, that's her feeling. No. Whether your pop quiz, what up, random piper? Let me put that in my head and I'm not enough. Right? Right? Listen, we all at one point have felt like we're not enough. When I was a young kid, right, my first 2 relationships, they both left me for another guy. And that left a huge scar in my heart, a huge scar in my mind. They both left me for somebody else. That was like the first fucking hit of not good enough. The second one was when my parents told me it's not their fault. I was just really good at sports and I wasn't good at school. So they told me, Alex, you're just not good at school, but you're great at sports. They were trying to, I have a twin brother. My brother was good at school, but not good at sports. I was good at sports, I wasn't good at school. So that's what they put in my head. Like, you're just not that good at school. So which made me think that I'm not smart. So for a very long time, I just didn't think I was smart. It wasn't their intentions to make me believe I'm not smart. They just said, yeah, you're way better at sports. You're not that good at school. So I never tried. I never applied myself in school. I never applied. And that's why I read so much now. I read so much because I want to be smart. I want to be educated. I love knowledge. I dropped out of college, but I love knowledge. Often happens for no reason, but the reason will always be found when you try to excuse a bad action. Yeah, be smart and not be good at school. Yeah, 100%, right? So here's my thing too. Tay, I don't know if you believe in God, but what's helped me, right, not think so much about the past in a bad way is understanding that God has a plan for me. Right? So how do you reprogram your mind to sit in the aloneness? You're never, number one, I would say you're never alone. That's the thing. That's the thing. You're never alone. You're thinking you're alone. You're thinking you're alone. You're thinking it's just you and your thoughts. It's never just you and your thoughts. It's you and God. Let Him guide you. Allow Him to come into your heart. Right? He's already technically there. You just have to allow Him. You have to look within, and you have to learn to. People don't like this. You have to learn. If what you're doing isn't working, you have to learn to, right? Most of us don't like this word. You have to learn to surrender. Feel it not enough, maybe it's because you are not trying hard enough. No, that's not true. That's not true. If you don't feel enough to say you're not trying hard enough, no, brother, trust me. You can try as hard as you want. The goalpost will always move. Let me put it this way. If you don't feel like you're enough, Imagine a smaller version of you, like the little kid of you, right? Or if you had a child, and say they were a little bit overweight, or somebody broke up with them. You have a child, and a boy or girl, somebody broke up with them, maybe they're a little overweight. Would you tell them, you're not good enough? Would you ever tell that child, or yours, hey, you're just not good enough? Or would you tell them, it's okay, you're more than enough. It was just not the right person for you. What would you tell this person? What would you tell this little kid? Your daughter, your son. They just got broken up with. They're not doing good. They might be a little weight. No, you're not enough. Would you tell them that? Or would you be like, no, you're enough just as you are? Because I'm a good girl. Well, I'm a promise I'm not getting them. I promise keeping them. I'm a promise not getting them. I promise keeping them. No, because you can get something, but it doesn't mean it belongs to you. Right? So it makes me frustrated because I'm a good girl. That's what you think. You think you're a good girl, right? You might think you're a good girl, and by whose definition? Whose definition? I've been anointed by God. I think that's the right word. Anointed by God. If you've been anointed by God, then you should be spreading the word. I can't fucking teach this lecture with motherfucker. I need this. Yeah, give me this fuck. This is actually much better. Okay? Discipline issues. You can't be in denial. If you know you can do better, you can feel better. Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. Trust me, brother. I've had great discipline and great things, but I've always still never felt enough because I kept striving. The goalpost still moves, right? I have time management issues and discipline issues. But yeah. You don't have time management issues or discipline issues. You have a why issue, right? That's a great point you bring on. If anyone here thinks you have a discipline issue, you don't have, I'm going to debunk that for you right now. Okay? You have a why issue. There's two scenarios. Right? Two scenarios. There's two ways, right? If I told you, hey, for the next 30 days, right? Say you're not that much of a morning person. For the next 30 days, right? If you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, a.m., for the next 30 days, I will give you $1 million. $1 million at the end of it. Put a 1 if you would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning every single day for 3 days, for 30 days. How many alarms would you set? Would you set 1 alarm at 3 a.m.? Right? Would you set 1 alarm at 3 a.m.? Do you wait, or would you set an alarm at 2:55, 2:56, 2:57, 2:58, 2:59, just to make sure you wait? Because if you miss 1 day, you're not going to get the $1 million. How many alarms would you set? Who would you call? Who would you tell? Motherfucker, make sure I wake up, I'll give you 10 grand. Who would you pay? Yo, wake me up at fucking 2:55. I'll pay you 10 grand once I'm done with this fucking $1 million. I'll pay you 50 grand. I'll pay you 100 grand. Make sure I get the fuck up. Did you just become disciplined overnight? Or did you find a big enough reason to wake up every single day for 30 days straight? So did you all of a sudden become disciplined overnight? Or did you find a reason big enough to sacrifice that little comfort of sleep? See, we don't lack discipline. You don't lack discipline. You lack a reason big enough for you to get out of your bed, for you to put down the alcohol, for you to put down the drugs, for you to put out the porn. And guess what? You get to decide what's important to you. If you can't seem to get yourself to be disciplined, then it's not the discipline. It's not an issue with discipline. It's you have not found a reason big enough for you to pick that over sleeping in. Spend some time. Spend some time. Or getting somebody to wake you the fuck up. You did it when you went to school. You did it when you were at one point, whether you work or whatever it might be. Think about that, right? You're not missing, you don't have a problem with discipline. You have a problem with the reason for why. So I think I was also having a motivation or have a reason. Yeah. Client, do you really think people believe what you're saying? Let me see. I already do that. I woke up at 11 p.m. or 1 a.m. for work. I only have 1 alarm. Nice. Yeah. Wake up late just because of one of them. Yeah, didn't I say it? They all hurt. And wait, what did I miss? I need this right now. Logan. No, it's just what I was explaining real quick before I dive into like nutrition and things like that. Did the neck tattoo hurt? This one not much. The one in the back of the neck was the worst painful one I had. So this guy's like, yo, like, I'm going to teach you the secret to being disciplined. Like, the key to, like, if you have discipline problem, I'm going to teach you right now, you don't have an issue with discipline, right? The issue that you have is you don't have a big enough why. You do not have a big enough reason. So I said, for the next 30 days, right? You have to, if you woke up for the next 30 days at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd give you $1 million at the end of the 30 days. But if you miss one day, if you wake up at 3:01, you lose it all. Then I asked, how many alarms would you set? How many alarms would you set to wake up, to make sure? Would you pay someone to fucking call you, to fucking wake you up? Would you pay someone to sleep? Because if you wake up at 3 o'clock, if you're in bed at 3:01, that's it, the money's not there. What length would you go to make sure that you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning? And people were like, I'd fucking do it. So did you become disciplined overnight? I'm disciplined now. No. Or did you find a reason big enough for you to pick waking up over sleeping in? Depend on you, and you have to take care of. That's so much easier if you don't have other people that depend on you, or you have to take care of yourself. That's so much easier. Who gives a fuck if it's easier? Do you think it's easier for the guy who got hit by a truck? I know a few people. Go on TikTok and type in car accident, and you'll find a bunch of people who got through car accidents, got into really bad things, who have it way worse than you and still wake up early. It's not about it's so much easier. It's about having the will or having the reason why to wake up. When you say, oh, it's so much easier, if I didn't have this, yeah, you're just playing the victim. Right? Because my current circumstances aren't the best, I can't do that. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's definitely not going to get you to where you want to go. And you'll pretty much make it to the end of your life being like, if my situation was different or if my situation was easier, I would have most likely made it happen. My job career just waiting for a pension now. I'm pretty lazy. I mean, at least you accept that for yourself, brother. I'm pretty lazy. Like, if you accept lazy, I mean, I would never want to be called lazy. You feel me? But that's just me. Not everyone is me. And the way what I preach and teach is the fact that every one of us has the ability to be more. And the more we are, the more we can actually make a difference in the world. The more you can make a difference in the family, in your friends, the people, strangers you've never met, right? Strangers that you meet online, whatever. If you make yourself better, you have a better quality of life. Not just because you become better, but because when people meet you or you speak, you can make a difference in someone's life. And that is the epitome of how you feel your best. When you do something for somebody that maybe couldn't do anything back for you, or you help someone. Like, I've been training people since I was 19. And to me, there's no better feeling than seeing my clients and just building a relationship. They become my friends. You know, my clients become my friends and we have a good relationship. And then seeing them like, yo, I've lost like 20 pounds. Like, I feel so good. Like, I'll never go back to the way I was. I'm like, yeah, because, you know, we build a relationship. Either I reached out to them, they reached out to me. And because of what I've been able to go through in life, I found their problem. You don't know how to eat. You don't know how to train. You don't know how to stay consistent. You don't know how to stay motivated. You don't know how to stay disciplined. I got you. I've been doing it for 19 years. I've done it for hundreds of people. I can help you. And then we have a form of exchange. They invest money. I invest time in my knowledge and experience. And eventually we create that relationship. And it's because I decided at 12 years old that I just wanted to have a girlfriend. And because I had low confidence, I was insecure, I had low self-esteem, I couldn't get a girlfriend. And I got bullied. So sometimes one of the worst things that happen to you in life becomes one of the best things that happen to you. If I never got bullied, if I didn't grow up with confidence, if I didn't grow up with low self-esteem, low self-respect, then I probably wouldn't have wanted to work out. But because I did, and I saw someone who had what I wanted, right? My boy Chris, I was playing baseball, and he had a cute girlfriend. I'll never forget. Just looking at him, bro, that's what I want. Why don't I have that? And all I did was go up to him and ask him, bro, can you teach me to do what you do? And when he's like, yeah, for sure, you know? And guess who taught him how to work out? His father. My mom or dad, they didn't work out. My mom or dad, they didn't really know about nutrition. No. But his father taught him how to work out. And he was in track, he was in football, he was in baseball, he was a straight A student. He's like a little prodigy, you know? But why? Because his parents, like, they pushed him. You know, they said, like, I'm not saying my parents set a great example. They worked really hard. And it's probably why I work so much. You know? You bullied? Yeah, for sure. I was a small kid. I was small. I was skinny. You know, that they pick on kids who are smaller and skinnier. For sure. What up, Yana? This stuff for random. I give 8,000 to random YouTube dollars your last month. 8,000. Then I mean, that's phenomenal. But I wouldn't call yourself lazy. Like, there's no pride in that. Why would you take pride in calling yourself lazy? I'm just lazy. Like, I wouldn't want to have a lazy friend, right? Because it's like, bro, you know, like you can do, there's so much you can do. And you'll feel more, I don't want more proud of yourself because like, to choose to be lazy is to choose not to go after what you're capable of doing. You know, and it's like also selling yourself short for the people around you. I don't want to sell myself short for the people around me. I don't want to be less of what I can be, especially when there's people around me that I care about, that I want them to be good in life. You're just lazy or you're just drained by the trams. Yeah. What up, Brianna? Granny, I hope you're feeling better. I saw you had the flu. So, with that being said, any questions so far before I jump into like a lesson? I like teaching this. Why? I don't know. You know, which is interesting, right? I don't know where it all leads, but you follow your you follow what excites you, right? I feel like shit, but thank you. No, of course. Honey and garlic. Sorry, I lost service. All good, Tay. I was just talking about discipline. Yeah, garlic and honey. Garlic and honey. What lesson do you want to teach? I always like to teach macros in training. Yeah. And so if I surrender, how can I meet someone if I don't do anything? Because that's a great question. If you surrender, how do I meet someone if I don't? Because not trying hurts too. No. There you go. There you go. Not trying hurts, right? So, not trying physically. Right? You're not trying physically. Right? You're not trying physically. But do you believe in energy? Do you believe in energy? If you're not trying physically to find someone, that doesn't mean they're not coming to you and go to therapy. Right. So that's the thing. So if you here's the thing. Just because you're not trying physically doesn't mean it's not happening. That's the thing, Tay. That's the thing. When you surrender, right? Surrender. When you have faith, and when you act as if it comes to you. I made 20K a year, not happy though. I kind of don't see the point of money anymore other than to avoid living in 10 distractions. So look at a hobby. Random code, bro. Yeah. So for example, because I've been there, right? I've been there. You're making enough money where you're covering your expenses. That's the thing, bro. Once you're making enough money to cover your expenses, you're left with, what do I do? So now you're in a sense of like, okay, I have money, my expenses are paid, like I live good, like what do I do now? And that's the thing, brother. Because when you don't fill that space with something that improves you, you're gonna fill that space with something that makes you worse. Because human beings, we're problem solvers. We want to solve problems. You ever see a couple that constantly fights? You ever seen that couple who constantly fights and they stay together? They're always fighting, but they stay together. Why? Because we like to solve problems. So they fight, they make up, dopamine rush. They fight, they make up, dopamine rush. They fight, they make up, dopamine rush. We like to solve problems. And if there's no problems, we'll make problems. I have a hobby, I still get sad. I just accept that the fact that I have them mentally that I will never change. I have mental. I mean, brother, then you accept that. If you feel like you're always sad, it's because you're focusing on always being sad. Think about your talk, bro. If you're sad, you're not grateful for what you have. I've been sad. I get it. And in those moments, I do my best to be grateful. I get that work at it. And she on me now has a new one, so I can compare what she has. I know, right? And you're gonna be. And the thing is, you're comparing. Imagine, like you're comparing yourself to somebody who, at first, if I've cheated on someone, You are not the issue. Okay? I've cheated before, multiple times. You are not the issue. And guess what? Karma is real. Karmic debt. If you hurt someone, you will pay. You don't get away with anything in this life. You have to pay the price. So understand that. But don't focus on him. That's another thing. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. You have what you brought in your life is a byproduct of what you keep bringing up. The energy you keep feeling. Every time you think about your ex, every time you think about getting cheated off, every time you think about your failed relationships, right? Every time you're thinking about all these things are simply bringing you down. And when you bring your vibration down, when you bring your frequency down, you're only attracting people on that low state of frequency because you're thinking of all the things that did not work. And so why do you expect to put in $1 and get $100 back? If you're going to put in $1, you're going to get 4 quarters. Yeah, but if Rihanna got off YouTube as much and she started working out and she stopped eating the sugar, she would feel a lot better. That's the thing. Rihanna, if you stop, your mental issues come from the fact you're on YouTube too much. If you literally started working out more, if you literally put the sugar down, you would spend less time on YouTube and you got a job you actually really enjoyed, you'd feel a lot better. I don't know, dating apps or not, it depends on who you are. I met my girlfriend pretty much on Hinge. Right? You give what you get. Yeah, I met my girlfriend off Hinge. But I was a completely different man. I gave up 2 things that have ruled my life. You know, things that, of course, I got you out of the day you listened to your father, the day you listened to me. His day you'll be like, you know what, Alex, you were right. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm just going to tell you, I love you. You know, so I've had a gazillion failed relationships. So all I wanted was lust, never love. Lust is, remember this, okay? Coming from a guy who's had many failed relationships, many, I was the problem. Coming from a guy who cheated, who lied, who had multiple women, all right? Coming from a guy who's had multiple women, cheated, lied, everything, right? Remember this, lust equals what can I get? Love equals what can I give? That's what I've learned as a man, right? Bad morals, or I had bad morals. I had very bad morals, right? Is lust a waste of time? It's the fucking worst one. Lust is the worst one. I think lust is the worst out of all of them because you're playing with the sanctity of love, and God is love. How many meaningful stuff I agree. Yeah, Eduardo, are any of you on my YouTube? Go to my YouTube page. Go to my channel. Click on the link tree. Go to my website and scroll down and check out the 7-Day Mindset Challenge. It can go for you as well. If you want to start getting better, if you want to become more disciplined, if you want to have structure, or if you want to get your foot, like, you want to put your front foot forward, like you want to step in the better direction of becoming more disciplined or becoming more proud of yourself, take my 7-day challenge. It's a 7-day mindset challenge, right? For 7 days, me and you wake up at the same time, we read the same thing, we do a workout together, and I give you a little motivational speech, right? For 7 days. I've had people take this and they literally text me at the end of it, bro, I read like 5 books, I lost 5 pounds, I feel so much, I have way more energy, I feel better about myself in 7 days. It's a proven system. You can go click the link in my my TikTok, 7 days. Don't mind it, bro. Like Chino, like bro, just Chicho, like fucking do it, bro. I might, like that's so weak. If you even think about it, do it. Unless you just want to be a fucking loser for the rest of your life. Think about that. You have the opportunity to be great because you know you can be great because I know you can be great. I know you can be fucking hella disciplined. I know you can fucking be hella stronger. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. I know you can be a better example. I know it's in you, bro. Why? Because you have a soul. You have a heart. That heart that's beating, it's not done yet, dude. You woke up today, God ain't finished with you. He's not finished with you. And if you can just follow the path that you know that you should be on. I'm not telling you to follow a path that we both disagree on. You think about it. You think about, damn, I should probably work out a little bit more. I should probably eat a little bit better. I should probably maybe read a little bit more scripture. Yeah. Why? Because he's calling us. Though that's the call from above. Right? We know the path to change. Yes. And the path that you're on is just not getting you what you want. There's a reason why you're not where. There's a reason you feel the way you feel. Oh, we're at fuck. Where are we at? We all gotta be more positive these days. Fuck yeah, Rihanna. I gotta read the chat. Hold on. I know I'm the problem. I don't have friends because I was bullied in school, and so I just think that if I have friends, I'll just be betrayed or bullied. Again, fucking for guy, I was bullied, so I understand that. So sometimes God isolates you to make you grow. Don't feel like you're on. Yeah, 100%. I believe that isolation. Sometimes your elevation is gonna require your isolation. I agree with that. But even then, even when I was alone, I still went on TikTok Live. Because I know one thing, self-fulfillment is not the key to happiness. Just trying to fix yourself, and not make anybody else's life better is not the way to success or happiness. I believe up to this point in my life that's what's the key to happiness on a daily basis is not just taking care of myself, but doing things for other people. He talks too much. Whatever's on my mind, well, peace out, brother. Teehee. You're president. I wish I had friends like you. Oh, we can all be friends. We can all be friends. Be careful with Rihanna, She might make you eat gummy worms. Now, I'm not about that, Rihanna. Where we at? Bro, give me this. It's just such a good fucking mix. Yeah. I don't have any water. Let me go grab some water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. No, get out there. Yo, he's my friend. I haven't been bullied all my life. Always calling me out. I've been bullied. Yeah, I might make a video on fucking being bullied. The effects it has as a 30. What's up, Alex? How you doing? How was your family vacation? What's up? It was good. I chilled with my brother. Do I support Trump? Bro, I never even voted. We all have problems. Lusting peeps? Bro, we all have problems. Weird obsession with you. There's nothing to be obsessed with. There's nothing wrong with being obsessed. With a person, they're a fan of God's work. It's toxic, but yeah, I really don't talk politics because I don't really care. I don't care about politics. I have some friends that are really, really about politics. I'm not. Okay. I'm about this dog, though. I'm about this dog. Hi, Dawn. Beautiful fucking song. Okay, and then, no, best friend. Okay, I got you, brother. Listen, brother, I got you. Get the fuck out of my life. Alright. So, let's turn it. Now we did a little bit of mindset stuff. Let's go right into fitness. Right? Fitness, nutrition, any questions that you have, what are you struggling with? Give me a struggle that you're having right now in your fitness journey. Whether it's having trouble losing the body fat, having trouble knowing what to work out, knowing what to eat, what issue are you running into over and over again that's not letting you move forward, and I will do my best to give you the answer. Yeah, I mean, we have a conversation about bullying here on YouTube. Yeah, that's how it be. Some people, damn, my phone gonna die? What do you mean? Fuck. I know that Alex knows what's up. Definitely one of the best. 100%, brother. Our Boris friend. Here's the truth. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's experienced. Here's the thing, though, brother. Like, and I love that praise, but how come you haven't signed up to coach with me? To my eating schedule. Sticking to my eating schedule. Beautiful. Okay. So your struggle is sticking to your eating schedule. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful fucking. Thank you for asking that question. Which I'll lead with another question. So if your struggle is sticking to an eating schedule, right? Right? If that is your struggle, my only question I have for you, how confident are you, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in your plan? 1 to 10, how confident are you in your plan? 10 being like, bro, this will get me to my goal. Shred, whatever your goal is. Or is it like a 5, 6, like I think it'll get me to my goal? 1 to 10. Unless you have to defend yourself, then you can get into fights. Yeah. If you got to defend something you love. 7. Okay? I wouldn't even pick 7. No, either 6 or 8. You can't pick 7. Because 7 is too medium. It's like 7's like a maybe. I don't like picking the numbers at either. It's a 6 or an 8. Which one are you leaning towards more? 5. Beautiful. Serena, 5. Okay, beautiful. So, here's the thing. What I found out after training hundreds of people, right, to lose weight, build muscle, is that if you can't stick to your eating schedule, it's one of these reasons. The first reason, you don't believe in your heart that this is going to get you to your goal. You have some doubt, right? So the question is that it's fear, right? It's fear because you're like, what if I put all the effort? What if I eat all these meals? And what if it doesn't work? Right? So one of the reasons might be that you're not sticking to an eating schedule, because if you're not sticking to it, that means you're making what? Excuses. Right? You're coming up with excuses of why not to do it. I don't have time, I didn't get time to cook, I didn't do this. But if I told you, eat these meals and within 4 weeks you'll have a 6-pack. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You have in 4 weeks, if you eat all these meals, you're gonna have a 6-pack. Look at 10 people that I've done that with. The more evidence there is that you're gonna for sure get your outcome, the more likely you'll do it. Example, if you're working your job, right? If you're working your job and they tell you, hey, come to work, maybe we'll pay you. There's a high chance we'll pay you, but there's still a chance that you'll work for a week and we won't pay you. How likely are you to go to work? Or will you look for another job? Hey, come work. But there's a chance we might not pay you. Fuck, what do you mean there's a chance you might not pay me? So I can work all these 40 hours and you might pay me for 10 or 15? How likely are you to be consistent with that? How likely are you to go or to look for another way out? Thank you, Bubba. Put a 1 if you understand, that makes sense, or put a 2 if you don't understand, it doesn't make sense. I'm hoping the person who fucking asked that question. I've been watching your lives for about a year now. Nice, Tom. Thanks, Rihanna. So, beautiful. Okay, that's one of the reasons why. I think it's one of the biggest reasons why you're not sticking to an eating schedule. That's one reason. A second reason, it's not customized. Right? So a big mistake that I see people do is when they do go after meal plans or your eating schedule is that it's not customized to your current lifestyle. See, before you become the fit version of yourself, you have to transition. And so sometimes I've seen people get meal plans, whatever, workout plans, meal plans, for example, your eating schedule from TikTok, Instagram, ChatGPT, wherever you got it from, or maybe a friend. And the thing is, that plan might not fit your current lifestyle. It's not customized. It's not personalized. So now you're trying to follow a plan that was never intended for your situation. You might have the same goal as whoever you got it from, but that doesn't mean you have the same lifestyle. That doesn't mean you have the same experience. That doesn't mean you have the same mindset. So maybe they can stick to it because they developed the mindset of like, I got my routine down, this fits perfect with me for where I'm at. And maybe you have one where you're not at that mindset yet. And so no matter how hard you try, you will self-sabotage simply because it just doesn't fit your current lifestyle. Put a 1 if that makes sense, put a 2 if it doesn't. I feel like Rihanna, this guy. Yeah. Yeah. 146 God. First of all, ask 146 God, brother, how old are you? Rihanna, ask this man how old he is first before we start giving him advice. I'm 20. Yeah, brother. Do you work out at all? Like, do you work out once a week or no times a week? I have YouTube Live as well, right? So that's your struggle. Sticking to it. These are the 2 biggest reasons why you're failing to stick to a routine. Now, sticking to eating schedule. Another one that I would even put. Another one that I would put is not right? Another one that I would put is not seeing results. So maybe you follow the plan. Maybe, what's up, Adam? Maybe you follow the plan and you're just not seeing results. So guess what happens when we start to put in effort and we're not getting what we want out of it? Imagine taking a girl on a date, first date, buying her dinner. You guys have a good night. Second date, buying her dinner. Third date, buying her dinner. Fourth date, you haven't even gotten somewhat even of a fucking kiss. The 5th date, you're gonna be like, motherfucker, what the fuck is going on? This is fucking, what is this, an interview? You know? By the 4th date, you're like, I don't even know if I want to take this girl out. I even haven't fucking kissed. Does she even fucking like me? I'm fucking buying dinners all fucking time. What is going on? I gotta get something. And then, that's the same thing. It's like maybe you followed the plan. And you didn't really see results. And you've been falling off, getting on, falling off. Because at the end of the day, you believe in it, but you don't believe in it. All right, it's not customized to your routine. Or simply, you follow this thing, you're just not getting results. You're putting in effort, you might be cooking your meals, but you're not really seeing the results you want. And then I would say, The last one is you're falling off. Maybe you start to follow the plan and then you get snacks and then you get cravings. Listen, Rihanna, throat problems not come from fucking throat chakra. Chill out, Rihanna. I can't with Rihanna. No, get out of here, Rihanna. Throat problems come from fucking keeping emotions. No, like you. I can't. Any questions regarding this? What up, Daniel? It's your chakra. You can't swallow because your chakra is off. Get out of here, Rihanna. I can't. What up? Any questions? Meet me, Malls. Malls? Hello, Meet Me Malls. Any questions so far about this? Where's my... No, I think motherfucking 1-4 God, brother, you're just being a fucking sissy. I can't swallow. Get out of here. I got bullied when I was younger. I did fucking too, bro, and I learned how to fight and I got jacked, right? Like, don't play the victim. I got bullied when I was younger, so I get you. I'm 31 years old, bro. I decided to get jacked and I learned how to fight. Two types of people in life. You either continue to play the victim or you become the victor, and you use that as drive to make you better. I do believe in chakras. I don't know the chakras that much though. Carol, pay attention to your session. I didn't charge my phone. Are you done?
Did you call me?
Yeah, you sent me a real one.
I did. Yeah, just finished.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Yeah, I actually do, actually.
What?
Can you bring me my charger?
Where is it?
And where I sleep, please? This man, everything to me is mind over matter, yet it complains about being bullied. What do you think about, thank you, love.
Do you want to leave it open?
Sure. What do you think the best ab exercise is? I got you. Let me just charge my phone. Emily, are you tracking your... I heard dragonflies are crazy. What the fuck are dragonflies, bro? There we go. Okay, so I heard... I don't know what dragonflies are. Number one. Number two, are you tracking abs where you hold onto the bench and raise your legs? Dragonflies? Yeah, but those are fucking... you don't even need those. You don't even need those to create some of the best abs. So why would nothing happen to me yet? Is that because I need to do the work of faith? It's like a style of uncomfortable ends. Yeah, because things will happen to you because you're still operating from the same operating system, right? You're getting the same result because you're still operating off the same belief system. You don't believe you're worthy. You don't believe you're good enough. You don't believe something about you because your ex cheated on you. You know, you don't believe that you believe that there's guys only going after lust. So your core beliefs about yourself and about men are literally giving you the results. Because you are trying to change the external without changing the internal. You have to go inside and change what's inside to then reflect on the outside. Go from I'm not worthy to that I'm more than enough. Go from there's only lustful guys. God will bring me the right man for me. I have faith. God, I'm surrendering to you. You guide me. Speak through me. I will listen. Surrender. Calorie deficit. Yeah, but Emily, are you tracking macros? Yeah, Rihanna, changing your mindset can change your life, Rihanna. You know you should take that advice. You know, Rihanna. Calorie deficit, yeah, but what are your macros at right now, right? What are your macros? Right? Where are your macros at, Emily? And yeah, you're out here giving advice and you're not even taking your own advice. Hi. I would say the top, yeah. I'm better at giving advice, to be honest. Yeah, because it's easier to talk. Because that's why talk is cheap. You're better at giving advice? Yeah, because talk is cheap. It's easy to know what to do, but you'll have a better impact if you actually do it, because people will believe you. I watched before tattoos. Why wasn't your body enough before the tattoos? Is a good question. Why wasn't your body enough before tattoos? It was more than enough, actually. It was more than the whole reason I didn't get tattoos was because of, because I wanted to bodybuild. My goal at the moment was like I want bodybuilding. I like tattoos. I got my first tattoo when I was 18 years old. You know, and so then at the moment, like I don't want to cover my body with tattoos because I want to bodybuild. Now when I stopped bodybuilding, I looked at my body as a blank canvas. So I'm like, cool, let me just put things that I like on my body. I've always put things on my body that I liked. I got in great shape because I wanted to look good. What I do this week? Yeah. I'm protein 35%, fat is 25%. I appreciate that. I don't take offense to any of that. Aim for 140 grams. You do tell your clients that you do tell your clients and live about macros a lot. Yeah. Aim for 140 grams of protein. So let me put it this way. My experience, right? Even my core right now isn't even the best. Like I've had my core completely shredded. I've had times in my life where that's all I focused on. Yeah, I've had times where all I focus on was my core. This is when I cut for Ultra 2021, I think. Yeah. There's times where I cut for different, that's where I had my lion tattooed neck. This is before I even had any other tattoos. I'll show you the most recent one actually with me and my brother actually, my twin. No, I didn't need any at all. I wanted them. I didn't need to get big. I didn't need to build my body the way I built it. I wanted to. This is me and my brother. When was this? Was 5 days ago. That's me and my brother. He's my twin. We had abs that day. Yeah, we were working out. Yeah, that's me. And then that's my brother. Yeah. Hello, what's up, Mimi? How are you? So, what's up, baby? So when it comes to core, right? When it comes to core, you have to make sure, right? The thing that you're keeping, again, you have your protein, you have your carbs, and then you have your fats. Right? You have your protein, carbs, and fats. When I'm getting somebody shredded, the two biggest components that I'm playing with are these two. I keep the protein usually relatively the same, The biggest thing that I'm always focusing on is these two things. Because these are the things that add on body fat. Too much carbs, too many fats add on body fat. It's very, 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 very rare that you hit too much protein. Super rare. So I never focus on that. There's a certain amount I give my clients, and then I play around with these. And I play around them depending on how the weeks go by.
It's all about how the yogurt got put a little banana and then put and I love that.
Right? So, always remember that, Emily, and any of you guys, these are the two things that will determine a lot of your body fat. And if you're trying to shred down, these are the ones you got to control the most. All right, number one. This is number one. Number two, what I would say that helped me, and I help some of my clients too, is having a vision of what you want your core to look like. This, don't look over this, because your mind, your reticular activating system, plays a huge role in getting what you want out of life. Okay? So you have to have somewhat of a vision, right? An example for me. When I was trying to get really shredded, and I got shredded, right? This is when I got to this level of shredness. This was this year. I don't have that side anymore because I fucking got tattoos now. Right? I got super diced. In those moments, the guy that was really, goddamn loud, the guy that I was looking up to, what's his name? Lazar. Was this guy. I had this picture. I'm like, I want to build a core like this. And so I had an idea. I had an idea of what I wanted to look like. Okay, vision. Number one, without number one, which is without knowing this, I already had this down. Why? How did I know what to eat, how much to eat? Because I competed 2 times in bodybuilding. I had some of the best coaches, and one of the best coaches in the world, teach me about nutrition, teach me about digestion. I had him shred me down when I was 23 years old. He shredded me down. I didn't do it by myself. I had somebody. Where's my coach? I had my coach. He's my last bodybuilding coach. Right? Up to that point, I now I understood nutrition like the back of my hand. This is an entry log from 2017. This is an entry log of my food from 2017. June 2017. I'm pretty sure June, July. Yeah, June 2017. This is my entry log of my food. So I didn't learn this myself at all. How could I? My parents didn't teach me. I went to school for weightlifting in high school, but I never went to college for nutrition, protein, and still. What if I don't take protein and still work out? Then you're gonna lose muscle. That's like, what if I drive and I don't put gas in my car? Well, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. That's what it's like to work out without putting gas in, without eating protein. It's like driving without putting gas in your car. You ain't gonna go very far. Like you're avoiding the most important thing to build a great body, to have energy, to look better, to drop body fat. Protein makes me sick, then I'm afraid to tell you that. I'm actually not afraid to tell you. I'm going to tell you honest, you're not going to build the body you want. A lot of your workouts are going to go to waste. You know, you're not going to get the result you want. You'll maybe get a good workout, pump, you'll sweat, that's great. But you won't drop the body fat, you will not build muscle. And if you keep working out and you're losing weight, it's because you're losing both body fat and muscle. And so you'll end up kind of like skinny, like you won't look good. Because what builds a good body is having adequate amount of protein. What's up, girl? Thank you, girl. So, that's number one. Number two, right? Number one is having those macros set. Number two, have a vision.
Because the brain works that way. All protein are meat-based proteins because almost all foods have some protein in them. All protein are based meat-based protein. I would say I've experienced with meat most of the time. If you look at some of the best bodybuilders in the world, like you can find vegan bodybuilders. It's not impossible. It's not. Right? But at the end of the day, you have to get protein in your body. It's the only nutrient that ever will build muscle. Jesus. Bro, some people, Rihanna, want to watch the world burn. Literally. So, get these in line. Feel about people using peptides to lose weight. Jessica, great question. How do you feel about people using peptides? I mean, they're going to find out that it has side effects, right? Go for it. It's the same thing with people using steroids to get bigger, right? I use steroids to compete in bodybuilding, right? I didn't use steroids to get bigger. I used it to compete. And even I ended up with side effects, like high blood pressure, acne, libido problems, prolactin levels high, right? So everything that gets you a certain result quicker has to come with a side effect. So they're going to deal with the side effects. That's it. Any protein you recommend for females? There's no difference. Like, muscle is muscle, right? What workouts you recommend for female? It's the same shit. Muscle is muscle. You got 2 arms, you got butt, you have legs, you have abs, you have a back, you have shoulders. Same thing. There's no specific, this is for females. No. Right? I recommend, or where were we going with that vision? Gotcha, I got you. What about people using Zepbound to lose weight? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I sat next to a gynecologist who she was using like GL3 to lose the weight, and she lost the weight, and she said, you know, Alex, I lost the weight, but I stopped taking it, and I gained it twice as fast. I'm like, yeah. You got rid of the appetite suppressant. You got rid of the thing that takes away your appetite, and now you're hungry again. Right? So these people never learn. These people never learn to, right? These people never learn to understand that they still believe that you have to starve to lose weight. You still believe that you have to starve. Does it look like I'm fucking starving? No. Nice. What's up, Julian? Right? So what percentage of recommended macros? So everyone's macros is a little bit different. Depends. I depends on where you are, what you're doing. That's what I look. So yeah, your macros. Thank you, Doug. Your macros, your vision, and then number 3, your workouts. Look, I'm a big component. Thank you. All right, about to get abs popped by New Year's. Abs every day. That's the girls with thick bellies and abs. It is possible, but it's like you just have to know that the biggest thing stopping you from getting abs is going to be body fat. Okay? I can sit here and do a bunch of abs. I can probably have the best abs in the world, but you will never see them unless I take my shirt off. I can have the best abs in the world right now, but you can never see them if I don't take my shirt off. So it's the same thing with you. You can hit ab workouts all day long. But if you still have that layer, you'll never see them. The layer only comes off with understanding your macros. I'm like 20% body fat. I have to really see like how you look and things like that. Abs every day, and I would do abs 3 to 4 days a week. 30 to 40 minutes. So, I mean, at my highest, I was doing it anywhere between 4 to 5 days. At my highest, I was doing 4 to 5 days. Thank you, Reem. Much love. What's good, man, with the bag of apple? That's so funny. Bro, you cracked me up, bro. You're right here, dude. in like 20 minutes and quit. Lots more you. So most people will do 3 to 4. Fuck most people. We're talking about you, right? Like 20 minutes and quit. Lots more. You know, recommend? Yeah, like that's the thing. And like 3 to 4, I would say 4 to 5 days. And I'm telling you, there's times where I would go to the gym and my buddy would ask, what are you working out? Abs. What are you working out? Abs. And I remember he would be like, I'd end up going and he's like, what are you hitting? Abs today? I'm like, yeah. Because I'd be in the gym only hitting abs like 4 to 5 days. The other days I would do like chest, like I do chest and back, arms, legs. The 3 days. The other 4 days, I'm fucking hitting abs. Every time you work out, do you use pre-workout? I don't use any pre-workout. I just use coffee. I use coffee and I work out at the stomach. And again, if you're trying to use pre-workout, why don't you have energy, right? I'm not against pre-workout, but like, why don't you have energy? When are you working out? Are you working out after work? What's the best time to work out at? My recommendation, if you're somebody who really wants to get in shape, work out in the morning. And here's why. If you wait until the end of the day, you're setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion. If you are not consistent with the gym, if you know you're somebody who struggles with consistency, with motivation, with discipline, with the gym, then leaving it towards the end of the day is you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because it gives you more reasons not to go. I'm tired after work. Maybe you had a bad day at work. Maybe you get home and you get too comfortable. And all day long you're thinking, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta go to the gym. And it's like you're forcing yourself, I gotta go to the gym. And then you're like, oh, but I'm so tired. It's been such a long day. I'll go tomorrow. If you do it in the morning, like that's when you wake up and you're like, okay, like let me do it first. And that I make my clients 99% of them do it in the morning. And guess what? After the first 3 or 4 days, they're like, yo, this is amazing. I have more energy at work. I feel better about myself. I get home. I'm not thinking about the gym all day long. They're not thinking, oh, I gotta go to the gym. I went to the gym this morning. Fuck yeah. I'm like, why do you have so much energy? I went to the gym this morning. I recharged my batteries. You ask me why I have energy when I come in here? I fucking worked out this morning. Right? When you do things like that, you charge yourself. And guess what else? When you wake up in the morning and you work out, you're practicing massive amounts of discipline. You're practicing purpose over pleasure. So throughout the day, when fucking Sally's like, do you want this donut? Do you want this muffin? Do you want this slice of pizza? You're like, nah, I worked out this morning. I'm good. Every time I work out in the morning, I'm tired of the rest of the day. Then fucking drink some coffee, bro. Coffee and water. Damn you, Sally. Fucking Sally. You take peptides? No, bro. See during the whiteboard session? Can I see the physique now? No. Why do you want to see my physique, bro? Chill out. How you been? I've been good, brother. How you been? I feel like you're my son. This is my son. Who decides to stand in the middle of the fucking thingy, bobber. Lily decides to stand there. I don't understand why. How do you build consistency? Beautiful fucking question, right? So, how do you build consistency? I fucking love you for that question. I'll explain this, right? And I'll give you from my perspective. My perspective and my client's perspective. Okay, I'll give you two different perspectives. So we have this. So this is me. I've been working out for 19 years. And then I have my clients. Let's go with Andrew or even Eli, right? They no workout. Right? No workout. I'll give you a perspective of two people. Me, 19 years. What's kept me consistent for 19 years? Right? The first thing that I would say that's kept me consistent, when I first started working out, the first thing I did is I asked somebody who already knew what they were doing. I didn't start off randomly. The first thing I did is I saw someone who had what I wanted, the physique I wanted, the end result that I wanted. He was jacked and he had a girlfriend. I want that. So I went and asked for help. Can you teach me how to work out? He's like, yeah. So instead of me trying to figure it out myself, I went and I asked this person. I've never worked out a day in my life. All I did was play baseball. And at 12 years old, I went and asked my buddy Chris, can you teach me to work out? I don't know how to. Brother, I would pray to God. I'm sorry to hear your loss. I'm sorry that your mother died from suicide. I'm really sorry about that. I would be with God, feel the emotions. And it's okay to be heartbroken, right? Don't think that you have to get over it. Feel heartbroken. Sit in it. You don't have to get over it. No, I just don't want to take orders from you. You're like, show me your physique, show me your physique. Even though I did tell you we're done. Right? I'll show you just because I told you I would. Right? My God, I promise I would show him my physique. Yeah. What do we hit? We hit arms today. That's what I would say, brother. Like just be in it. Be in it. And don't rush that you need to feel better. Don't rush that you need to like get over this now. Right? What do you do for back, bro? I've been working out since 2020. My back has the least progress. Since 2024, all right, first and foremost, well, 2024 was only 2 years ago, bro. Number one, 2 years ago. I've built my back for the last, since I was 12, 13, I've been doing pull-ups, brother. Okay? Does not as well as giving orders. Respect, yeah. No, and dude, but you're right though. I told you I would without doing whiteboard. So you called me out on me. I had to stick to my word. You feel me? So I respect you for being like, you said you, I'm like, you know what? You're right, I did say it. So let me finish this. Let me finish the consistency one. All right, I gotta finish this guy's question. So consistency, okay? So number one, brother, I hope you're still on here. Consistency. How did I stay consistent for 19 years? Where did it all start? Number one, I asked somebody. I asked somebody that knew what they're doing to teach me how to do it. So a couple of days later, I went to my friend's house. He's like, come here. I went to the back room and he started to show me how to do push-ups. He taught me how to do bicep curls. He had like these 3-pounders. So I was doing bicep curls, right? And then he taught me how to do sit-ups. If he's not listening, right? So notice that. I did not try to work out myself. I did not go to the gym. I didn't think I had YouTube back then. I didn't have a laptop. But I saw someone who had what I wanted. And I wasn't afraid to ask. Because I didn't just want the muscles though. I wanted the girl. And I saw that he had something I didn't, which was confidence. So I asked him. So that's the first thing. Ask. Ask and you shall receive. It's in the Bible. But if you never ask, you'll never receive. So number one thing I did is I asked. And I asked and he showed me what to do. I didn't have to figure that part out by myself. He gave me the little push I needed. Okay, that's number one. I asked, right? I asked and I had a vision. Those two most important things. I asked someone and I had a vision. What is the ultimate that I wanted? I wanted to get a girlfriend. So if you're lacking consistency, have you asked someone for help and do you have a vision? If you're lacking consistency, have you asked someone for help and do you have a vision of why you want to do this? And what's it going to look like at the end? Number two, that helped me stay consistent for the last 19 years. This all started from here. Is after about 2 weeks of learning how to work out, learn how to do sit-ups and push-ups and bicep curls. I went to Colombia. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, this one guy was asking to see my physique. So I went to Colombia and I bought a piece of equipment called the Perfect Push-Up. And in there, in that Perfect Push-Up, in that little piece of equipment that I bought, it came with a 90-day calendar. It came with a 90-day calendar. So the first thing I did to stay consistent is I asked for help, so I was shown what to do. Second thing I did is I wanted the cute girlfriend. For you, it can be wearing different clothes. It can be you walking with your shirt off. It could be wearing the bikini. It could be you going on better dates. Whatever it might be, but have somewhat of a vision. Next thing is I got a 90-day calendar. I got structure. And the most important thing that thing had, the calendar, it had segments, 3 segments. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So of course, I'm a beginner, so I followed the beginner. Every night, my grandma, right? My grandma would be watching her little novelas. My grandma would be watching her little novelas. I was in Colombia. While she was watching it, at the end of the night, around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., it was me on this bench doing my push-ups, right? This is me. I was doing my push-ups on this little bench while she was watching her novelas.
I remember, oh man, I bet it was fun in Colombia. So much fun to get into.
Yeah, I was 12 years old. I love Colombia. Colombia was amazing. Colombia changed my whole life. Going there at 12 years old, at 13, 14 years old, changed my whole life. It was amazing. I think it was 30. No, yeah, I was 12 years old, yeah. Because I went to middle school afterwards. So, 19 years. And then number 3, results and validation. The third thing that kept me consistent from the beginning, from ever, 19 years, is results and validation. You see, once I started to work out in Colombia, I started to meet people, make friends. And after about a month of being consistent with my perfect push-ups, my abs, a little bit of pull-ups, I started to wear tank tops. I started to notice the changes in my body. And guess what? The people around me, the kids around me started to notice it as well. And then what happened is this one kid, I'll never forget, he was a little bit bigger, like a little bit more weight on him. And he said, bro, I see that you're changing. He saw the changes. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I have this perfect push-up. I'm like, you want me to show you? He's like, yeah, can you show me? So I brought it to my grandma's house. And I'm like, yo, this is how I do my little perfect push-up. And I showed him my little calendar. He's like, wow. And he did a little bit of push-ups. And so I technically trained my first person when I was 12 years old. I trained somebody when I was 12 years old. So I've been training people since I was 19, for 19 years. Because I was so excited. I'm like, bro, he's like, he saw me. And even though I was still skinny, he's like, bro, you look different. I'm like, yeah, bro, I've been fucking doing these little push-ups. No way. I'm like, yeah, come through. And I showed him. Hello, what up, Levent? How are you, Levent? I like that name. So, results, validation. And that's when I started to meet this one girl when I was in Colombia. And then for the first time ever, I had a makeout session with this girl. I was 12 years old. 12. And so then the 2 things that came were results and validation. So at that point, I couldn't fathom stopping. Because as long as I had these, I will be consistent. So now let's look at my clients, right? My clients Eli and Andrew. They didn't work out at all. If we look at their befores, right? Eli, right here, before, and now obviously after. And then we have, even my guy, he's 45, right? Matt, he's 45 years old. Got rid of that gut. 45 years old. And we got rid of that gut. Guys, that never worked out. Good job, David. I'm proud of you, my brother. Proud of you. Quitting porn for 4 weeks. Proud of you. Right? How did I take them? Well, what's the first thing they did? They asked. I asked them, we asked each other. I communicate. Either I messaged them on TikTok. They both found me on TikTok. Both found me on TikTok. We got into a conversation. He asked for help. We exchanged it. He invested. I started to help him. Right? What did we do? We had a fucking plan. We had a plan. All right. Now he asked for help. We created a vision. They both wanted to have more energy. They both wanted to feel more confident with their shirt off. They both wanted to feel good. Right? They both wanted to lose the body fat. So we created a vision. They're 2.0 versions of themselves. No belly fat, like no belly, 4-pack, 6-pack. Let's get to work. We built out the plan. We built out the nutrition. We built out the routine. They both have different lifestyle. Matt works for himself in landscaping, and then Andrew works in truck. He's a truck driver. 2 completely different lifestyles. One is at different houses. The one's on the road for fucking 15 hours. So we adjusted the routine. We adjusted the plan. From there, right now they have structure. The one thing that I added that I don't see here is massive amounts of accountability. Right? Accountability. Which is crucial. Every single day speaking with each other. Create your birds and sleep and food. I want. What is this about? Should I get on tier 2 and Peps? Taco? No. I mean, that's up to you, brother. If you want to, I wouldn't recommend it.
You want to sing that new content every day?
Get out of here, random Piper. Don't you fucking promote that. I built my dream body with creatine. Chips Ahoy? I doubt it, bro. Your name is Chips Ahoy and you have a black screen. So I don't believe it. Anyways, so hopefully that answers your question of consistency. Yeah. What up, God First Family President? What's up, Cole? Andrew, you're in great shape, my brother. You're in great shape. How do we build accountability? You don't build accountability. You get someone to help you be accountable, or you pay someone to be accountable because they're taking their time to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? You've been held accountable your whole life. Even to this day, you are held accountable. You're held accountable at your job. You're held accountable by the fucking cops, right? If there was no cops to enforce the speed limit, we'd all be driving pretty fucking quick. Okay? We're all held accountable to an extent. And that's what makes us stay in line. I got 3 hours a day, every day, eat anything. This don't make sense. And by God. Yeah. I mean, in what sense? Accountable by God? Yeah. If you believe in God. If you believe in God, you will be held accountable by God.
Emily, I think consistency in the kitchen has been harder than at the gym. Any meal prep advice? Pray.
My advice is go to the link in my bio, go to my channel, click the link tree, and watch the Macro Mastery Guide. One of the biggest mistakes that I've seen people make who have a hard time with consistency in the kitchen one of the biggest lacks of consistency in the kitchen is simply, number one, the biggest mistake is just not knowing how to lose body fat and build muscle. That is the biggest mistake why people are very inconsistent with food. Not inconsistent with food because you don't like the food or eating healthy is hard. It's not hard. It's just you just don't know how to lose body fat and build muscle. Best buddy, start praying like, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay? When you don't know, usually we go to the extremes. Right? When you don't know what to do, you're going to go to the extremes. And when you go to the extremes, it doesn't last very long. Alright? So the key here is not to go to the extreme. The key here is to have a better understanding. So Pave, any meal prep hacks, right? So Pave, the first thing I would say is first understand how it works. You have two options. Either, number one, you do your research, right? You can watch the Macro Mastery Guide, which I'll break down the whole concept of how to build muscle and lose body fat at the same time, without cutting out carbs and without doing cardio. That's my go-to. You can build muscle and you can lose body fat without doing a lick of cardio. If you go watch the Macro Mastery Guide, which is in the link in my bio, click that, I explain to you in a long video how to actually do it, right? Wanted to do my first show next year. Have you ever been on stage, bro? Yeah, bro, I competed twice. This was, fuck, where's my first one? This is like 2 days, after, this is after 2 days after my first show. I still had the tan. 2 days after my first show, I'll show you one day before the show. This is 1 day before the show. I was 22 here. So this is me natural. This is me 100%. This is after 10 years of working out. Right? I gotta show YouTube as well. So I competed in my first show naturally after 10 years of working out. I was 22. I started working out at 12. And then I competed in my second show enhanced. So this is my coach. I competed back in 2019, April of 2019. Yeah, and this is where I pretty much got, yeah, here's where I got this. You look good on, yeah, of course. So Eddie Rivera, 2019 NPC Orlando Europe Games overall. And this is where I placed first in my class. Yeah. But my first show, I came in 6th place. My first show, I came in 6th. Yeah, so, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. And I had one of the best coaches. Great coach. You gonna take gear to look good? No, bro, because I only took gear because I wanted to compete, bro. Like, you don't need to, I never took gear to, you don't need to, man. This is me when I was 20, yeah, 22. Yeah, no. I don't take any, yeah, but I would compete just to be like, I competed. Just to put yourself through it, if you want to. I need a roommate, let me get out of here, right? I look decent. Yeah, brother, I'd say, like, get a coach. I mean, you look great, bro. From that picture, you look great. I say, get yourself, like, a good coach. You can do it yourself, too. I personally took a coach's approach just so I can learn more. You know, obviously you can learn on your own. You can put yourself into it. But that's just the route I took. And you can take that, man. You know, it's like, I did it because my dream was to be Mr. Olympia. After I dropped out of college, I just wanted to be Mr. Olympia. And that's why I dropped out of college. I didn't want to go to school anymore. I said, fuck school. But I dropped down, I pursued bodybuilding. And after my second show and after being enhanced and taking gear, like, it wasn't everything I thought it was. You know, like, it just wasn't healthy. Leo, what up, Leo? You know? So, and then once I put that behind me, I started really just training people. I started to like do what I'm really great at, which is coaching people, training people, coaching them. And I truly enjoy that. And if you're watching on YouTube and you've just been watching, you haven't said hi, say hi. I don't bite. I remember this one girl when I was in ninth grade, I think she said that one time. I was in your mom. What to do, your mom? Shoot, how are you? Yeah. Any questions? Right? And usually it's just fear. You know, it's just fear too, when it comes to the kitchen as well. You know, understanding what to eat and things like that. So a lot of things come down to fear. That's what I would want you to know. Your biggest obstacle is going to be fear. That's it. And it kind of goes with you as well, my brother. You know, I'm wanting to do my first show next year. Have you ever? Yeah, brother. Like, let me put it this way. Like next year, like if your photo right now is your current shape, brother, you can fucking do a show in 3 months, right? 3 months. Here's one of my clients. I took him. This is a 16 weeks difference. Like this is a 16 week difference. He started with me there, and I got him to there. Right? So he started September, October, November, December. He started August. This was back in 2019, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I took him to the stage. How to deal with delays. Explain, like give me an example. How to deal with delays. I like that question though. Your students have a crush on me. Oh, well, I can't help that I'm handsome. Mary, I know this. Man, how are you? Yeah, how are you? Hello, welcome. We're learning. Right? Knowledge is great. Knowledge is great, but it's better when you apply it. Right? But the whole thing that I would want you to take away is like the biggest thing that's going to stop you is always going to be fear. Fear is your biggest enemy. Right? Fear is the thing that will stop you from actually making progress. That's what I've learned in my life. Anytime that I was faced with fear of commitment, fear of letting go, right? 2 fears right there, right? Fear of commitment, right? Fear of letting go. You know? Can you touch on carb cycling? What do you want to know about carb cycling? Yeah. Because, funny enough, one of my clients, he's down 70 pounds, right? I have him technically on carb cycling. How long to do it for and when it's necessary. So, I'll give you an example, right? If you're letting go of commitment. I love that. So, we'll look at one of my guys here, right? One of my guys here, he's been with me for a year now, right? Shout out to Jason, right? This was him August 15th, 2025. I'll show you guys in a second. Right? August 15th, 2025. And pretty much, if we slide all the way, January 27th, February, March, April, May, June, and we'll see where he's at in July. July 31st. This is where he's at. So he lost about 70 pounds, 75 pounds if we look at the chart. Yeah, so he started a year ago. Yeah. So 315 pounds, and now he's at 243 pounds in the past year. Right? In the past year. Right? So if we look at his plan, it wasn't until he got deeper, even here, right? Jason Macro's carb cycling plan. So he was I put him on a carb cycling plan only towards the end, right? So, right? No carb days, mindset and shoulder days. We have moderate carb days, arm, chest, and back days, and then we have high carb days on leg days, right? So, I'll get to you, brother. So, if you wonder what's carb cycling, right? So, why do we do carb cycle? What is carb cycling? So, carb cycling in a matter is simple as this, right? Right? It's simply like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, right? So carb cycling is simply meaning, okay, we cycle carbs. All right, one day we'll have, like, I like to do it in terms of money. One day we'll have $100 to spend. Another day we'll have $50 to spend. Another day we'll have fucking $10 to spend. Okay? In money terms. One day we'll have $100 to spend. Another day we'll have $50 to spend. Another day we'll have only $10. Right? And then we'll reset it. 100, 50, 10. Okay? And so the way carb cycling works is one day we'll have this amount of carbs, another day we'll have this amount of carbs, and on one day we'll have this amount of carbs. Because what happens when your body runs out of carbohydrates? When the body starts to run out of carbohydrates, it's going to pull from body fat to use as fuel. Carbs are energy, right? And if we look at the money, if you spend $100, $50, right? You're ultimately going to use body fat as energy. I'm trying to explain this as best I can. You know, so that's ultimately carb cycling. And the times I use it so my process is this on getting someone to lose body fat. I only started him on cardio maybe like 4 months ago. So out of the entire year, for the first 6 months, for the first like 30, 40 pounds, I did no cardio with him. For the first 30 to 40 pounds, there was no cardio. There was no need to. The first pillar of losing body fat, the first way to lose body fat, number 1 is working out. Right? Is working out. That's like the first step. Obviously, we want to fix the diet. Before I even get anyone near me, the first thing I need to do is fix up your nutrition. And what I mean fix up your nutrition is like, we are just going to eat in a way where it supports where you want to go in life. It's not just this diet. Nutrition is like, hey, you don't want to be fat anymore. You don't want to have low energy. You don't want to lack confidence. You don't want to lack respect. You don't want to lack low self-esteem. Now, let's just trade all the things that you're doing that don't make you feel good and switch it to something that makes you feel good. Dieting is never about going from eating shit you like to shit you hate. Whoever told you that lied to you. And maybe you tried to diet and it was wrong. That's why it didn't work. It wasn't your willpower. It wasn't your discipline. It's just the diet didn't work for you. Right? Why not go high carb in a deficit? Depends on where you're at. Put a 1 if you're with me so far. Put a 2 if you don't understand. Because if you don't understand, I want to go back. Kimchi. What up, Kimchi? Ricky, what don't you understand? So, number 1 is working out, right? Number 1 is working out to start dropping the body fat plus like nutrition. Number 2, right? Number 2, obviously working out and nutrition. But the second thing what I would do when it comes to nutrition is the first thing I fix in 99% of people's nutrition when they first work with me is their protein intake. Most you watching me, if you simply ate 100 grams of protein a day, you would 100% lose anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds of body fat in a matter of a month, 2 months. The diet part, is it all about the kitchen? The diet part, yeah, well, I mean, where else are you going to eat food? Yeah, it's all in the kitchen, but the diet part's all in the kitchen. It ain't in the gym. Right? So, the second thing is like protein thing. Obviously, when I write someone's plan, everyone that works with me gets a specific one. So the eating is got to cut it. So eating is got to cut it out. So like soda, fast food. Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You cut out the fast food and the soda. But why do you cut those things out? Brother, look below. Take your hand, go like this. That's from the fast food and the soda. Do you want this? Like when you're grabbing this, maybe grab this as well. Like, do you want this? If the answer is no, then it's the soda, the fucking fast food. Like, you're taking your hard-earned money. You're investing it into that. And that's what you're getting on the return. It's called your ROI in business. What's the return on investment? Well, go look in the mirror. That's where the money that you put towards food, the return on that investment is right in the mirror. It's costing you. I always tell people, whenever you eat fast food, you're not paying with money. You're not just paying with money. You're paying with confidence, with respect, energy, all that. Guilt, and then you're getting not just a meal, you're getting a meal that comes with guilt, shame, and regret. And maybe a whole new wardrobe. So every time you think about going there, it's not convenient. Right? Oh, I'm just hungry, it's convenient. Yeah, but convenience has a price. Right? I don't think it's convenient because it costs you a lot more than what you're paying. When you learn to think about it that way, what up, King? When you learn to think about it that, fuck, dude, I know if I eat this, I'm going to put on body fat. I know I'm going to lose my energy. I know I'm going to lose discipline. I know I'm going to lose confidence. It's going to lower it. Because I know I'm going to feel like shit, but I'm so hungry. Yeah, you should have prepared. The only reason you're hungry is because you didn't prepare. Yeah. So, next, back to the carb cycle. The carb cycle, right? When do you pull it out? When do you pull it out? When do you pull out the carb cycling? Is what I would say. Right? First things first, nutrition, the right macros. Nutrition, the right macros. The first thing I do with someone's nutrition plan is the right macros. This amount of protein, this amount of carbs, this amount of fats. Meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3. These are all your options. That's the first thing. Next, once they do that combined with lifting, the body starts to drop body fat and you start to build muscle. Well, how do you build muscle? There's only 2 ways to build muscle. Only 2 ways that you can build muscle and keep muscle even when you're cutting. Even when you're cutting, you can keep muscle. There's only 2 ways to do it though. You need both of these. Number 1, you need to be lifting either weights or body weight. Right? You have to be lifting. You have to be stressing the muscle out. Either you're lifting weights or you're doing body weight. It's the only way to build muscle is by lifting your own body weight or lifting weights. The second way to build muscle is you need protein every day, a minimum of 100 grams. That's it. The only way you will consistently build muscle is by stressing the muscle every single day and getting a minimum of 100 grams of protein every single day. Every day. So, that's the first thing we do. It's the fucking 5th, 6th, right? When does it stop working? Right? When does it stop working? When do I transition to a carb cycle? When I transition to carb cycling is, again, one day we'll have 100, one day we'll have 50, one day we'll have 10, right? and another day we might have 0. I transition to that is when the weight stops dropping. After about a week or 2 weeks. I don't go and I start adding cardio. I don't. I might reduce the carbs, right? Say if every day they're eating 100 grams, 100 grams, 100 grams, cool, now we'll drop them down to 75. Right? That's where I'm at now. Yeah. And so then I'll just drop them. Cool. Everything's working. You stop dropping weight? Cool. Drop them. 75. 75. Drop them. Guess what? You're going to drop a pound. You keep doing that. Keep doing that. As you're doing that, you're also building muscle. And then when we hit another plateau, cool. What do we do now? We go from 75 to 50. Cool. 75 to 50. So weight starts dropping. Right? Weight starts dropping. From there, if I drop them even more, I'll check on the appetite. How's the appetite? How do you feel? How do you feel? Are you hungry? What's going on? In that case, I might up the protein. Right? I might up the protein. From there, if we stop, which is very rare, then I'll start to add 1 or 2 days of cardio. Actually, then I'll start doing the carb cycling. Cool. One day you'll have 100, another day you have 50, one day you have 0. And then I'll do maybe 2 days of no carbs. And then when we introduce carbs again, your metabolism speeds up. You start burning more energy. You start burning more calories because now you're introducing more food. But majority of my clients don't need to go all the way there. They don't. I've had to do that with maybe three of my guys, 3 or 4 of my guys. Hopefully that explains it to you, bud. Yeah, brother. I'm just Ramos. 2 scans. Alex Duenas, not Ramos. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks on Reddit. Should I slow down or keep going? There's no joke, bro. I'm like, brother, you lost it because you didn't eat food. Right? You lost 40 pounds on Reddit because you didn't eat food, bro. You didn't lose weight. You lost muscle and fat, brother, for sure. Number 1. To lose 40 pounds in 7 weeks is because you lost so much muscle and so much fat. You don't really have much muscle, actually. So you lost fat, right? What do you do, bro? Like, that's on you, brother. Because I don't know what could happen. You can get off it, maintain it, or you can get off it, you can gain it back. I eat 1,500 calories a day. To me, calories aren't as important as protein, carbs, and fats. But yeah, like you just lowered your appetite, bro, and you ate less food. That's what any of these peptides, most of these peptides do. They stop you from being hungry. So you fucking ate less food and you lost weight. Almond protein, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, brother. So like, what are your options? Continue Retta, I don't know the side effects, or you stop it and see what happens from there. Those are your 2 only options. You continue doing the Retta, see what happens, or you stop doing the Retta and you see if you can keep up eating as much as you're eating. That's it. How to get athletic body, not gym. As an endomorph, putting more muscle makes me look more fat. All right, so that's a great question, brother. Putting on more muscle makes you look fat. No, brother. It's that you have, right? It's not your body type. It's that you have body fat, right? Plus you work out, and because you don't fix your diet, you just look bigger. So then you just put muscle under fat. So if you want to get an athletic body, you can get an athletic body working out at the gym. But if you still have body fat, you're just gonna build muscle underneath that. And you're just gonna look like that. But how do you keep muscle while doing cardio? Asking for myself. How do you keep muscle while doing cardio? Well, the question to me is this. Like, why are you doing cardio? Are you trying to get leaner? Right? That would be my question to a lot of you guys. Right? This is the order. Right? This is the order I would do. If I'm trying to lean out, if you're trying to lose, let's say, if you're trying to lose 25 pounds, if you're trying to lose 30 pounds, if you're trying to get a six-pack, right? If you're trying to get veins, I know it's called veins, right? If you're trying to get veins, trying to get six-pack, whatever it might be, this is the order I would go in. Number one, first and foremost, get your macros in line. Right? Get your macros in line, your protein, carbs, and fats. Get structure. Get your macros and pair up your macros with a meal plan. Right? This is the first thing I would do. If you're trying to lose 25 pounds, get a six-pack, get veins, look vascular, whatever. The first thing I would do is get your macros in line and align them with the right foods. Right? It'd be hard for me to get your macros right because you're trying to do it yourself. That's like the truth. I can go underneath and try to work on my car. I'm not a fucking mechanic. You know how long it's gonna take me? I can put up YouTube and look at how to fix my car. You know how long it's gonna take me to fucking try to fix my car? Instead of going to the mechanic and be like, yo, can you check out the problem? Yeah, it's this much. Thank you. They fix it. He's the professional. So it's hard for you to get your macros right because it is a lot of trial and error. Does it mean I can't fix my car? No. But does that mean I'm going to become a mechanic overnight? Absolutely not. So you can get your macros in line by trial and error. What I did is I got a coach. I paid someone. Teach me what I need to do. So that I don't have to keep guessing for the rest of my life.
But I don't want to get too skinny.
Right? I got you with it. So, get your macros in line. So that's what I do with my clients, right? Not only do we get their macros in line, right? For example, on the no carb day, right? No carb day, 210 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, and his meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3, meal number 4, meal number 5. Everyone's a little bit different. Not everyone needs to eat 5 meals a day, right? Everyone's a little different. Some people have 3 meals, 4 meals, okay? So get your macros in line with your food. If I wanted to lose 25 pounds, 30 pounds, six-pack, and get veins and shred out, right? Shred out. The first thing I would do, this is the order issue, you should take it in. Macros in line and in your food. Pair it up with food. The second, obviously, lifting. Lifting. From there, it's going to go cardio. Like, last resort. Right? Lifting and then carbs, right? That's the last resort. Cardio is the last resort. No one should be doing cardio unless you have these correct. You should not be doing cardio until you have these correct. With Kill win with NFL quarterback, he's lost 10 to 50 pounds, almost not eating after 7 p.m. I love that. I love that. So this guy on YouTube, he's like, I saw an NFL player, right? Right? I have an NFL player, he lost 10 to 15 pounds not eating after 7 p.m. Brother, do you know why he lost 10 to 15 pounds? Do you think after 7 p.m. you just put on body fat? Let me ask you a question, brother. If you have $500, right? You have a credit card limit of $500. And every day you spend $600 by 3 p.m. Are you going to get charged interest? Yes. Say you take that same $500 and you only spend $400, but at 12 p.m., 10 p.m. at night, you spend another 100, so you're at 500. What I'm trying to get at is like the body doesn't care what time you eat at. It's a huge myth. The guy lost 10, 50 pounds when he stopped eating after 7 p.m. Brother, he stopped eating. There's the secret. It's not that all of a sudden 7 p.m., 8 p.m. makes you fat. He literally stopped eating. Just like having a credit card, how can I stop going over my limit? You stop spending as much. You have a $500 limit and you spend $700 every single day. Because you keep going to the store at 8 p.m. I stopped going over my limit. I stopped going to the store. It's because you stopped going to the store. It's not because you just increased your limit. You stopped going to the store and spending the money. That's the biggest thing, brother. Like, so if your question is this, right? What's up, Anderson? I'm trying to lean out, but I don't want to look skinny, right? The only way you look skinny is if you don't have muscle. 80 kgs, bro. 80 kgs. How much is that? 8 times 2.2. 176. Brother, I'm like 160. You weigh 16 more pounds than me. Right? You weigh 16 more pounds than me. I'm 160 pounds. Okay, this one. I need to miss him. Any questions? Yeah, bro, I don't weigh that much. I don't really weigh that much. And it's just muscle density. It's like I've been working out for so long that I've accumulated a lot of muscle. I've lost a lot of muscle too. Self-care and burnout from life. Draw a cat. Ha! I love that. Self-care and burnout from life. Here's the truth, brother. Like, this is what I've been burnt out simply because I was just taking care of myself in a sense of way, right? The last time I burned out, I was getting 3 hours of sleep. I was on, right? 3 hours of sleep. I was dieting hardcore. I was working out twice a day. And like, yeah, I was barely eating anything. Super diced. But that's how I wasn't getting my sleep. And it's also a mindset, bro. Right? It's also a mindset, right? Like self-care and burnout from life. But let's look at it this way, brother, right? Life is made up of 4 pillars. You have fitness, finance, and then that's it. Like there's only 4 pillars in life, right? You have fitness, finance, relationship, spirituality. If you had to point to which one are you burnt out with, which one would it be? How about you? Always wiser than father, huh? Yeah, brother. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. I'm just getting on here. What's up, Andrew? How are you, brother? Yeah. I'm doing well, brother. I can't complain. Give me some gum. Yeah. You do a lot of cardio? No, bro. I'll do jujitsu. Jiu-jitsu, I'll do burpees, but I'll run. But I don't do cardio to lose body fat. Like that's what I really would like. When I was at my most shredded and I wasn't doing cardio, I would do my 125 burpees on a daily basis. That would get my heart rate up. Trying to find a picture. But look at this. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. How do you do it? Brother, health, bro. Health, dude. Lift heavy. Modeling, I do a lot of reps, brother. I do a lot of reps. And Robert, dude, take out drinking. I haven't drinking over a year and a half. I don't eat shitty food. Like, I don't eat fast food. Like, I had Subway the other day and it fucked me up. Right? I'll have cookies here and there, right? I had ice cream like 3 weeks ago. So I'll dabble in. I'm not perfect, bro. I'll dabble in. I had fucking Haagen-Dazs today, right? How do you know I drink? I never said I drink, but one of the first things that will age you is drinking, bro. Drinking ages you. Okay? Drinking ages you. Fast food ages you. Sugar ages you. Not working out ages you. Not getting enough sun ages you. Sorry, Ramos a bit. Yeah, I know, Anderson. Sergio Ramos. People tell me that all the time. Yeah, but I used to drink, bro. That shit will that will put years on you because it just ruins your body. Ruins your, drinking, drugs, right? Drugs fucking age you. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, bro. Like, if you look healthy, it's because you probably are healthy. If you look older than what you do, you're probably too stressed out. Probably fucking don't treat your body that well. Health is not a big priority to you. Yeah, but I do my best to lift every day, man. I do my best to lift every day. Yesterday, all I did was push-ups, pull-ups, and core, body weight. Yeah. What was the question here? Yeah. So I mean, my boy didn't answer me, right? What's his name? Andrew. Yeah, Andrew. You didn't answer me, but. I would have said about 100 impressive fatigue. Yeah, brother. Thank you, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Don't focus too much. Sorry, relationship. Yeah, okay, bro. So and that's the thing, right? Relationship, right? Okay, brother. So if it's relationship, you feel burnt out, then it's because you're not going back. You're not being childlike. That's the way I would look at a relationship, right? You're not being childlike. Where's the fun? Fun, laughter, right? Oh, with coworkers. Yeah, same thing. There you go. With coworkers. Where's the fun? Where's the fun? I had somebody today on my TikTok live ask me, how do I deal with negative coworkers, people that are complaining or make smirk comments? I'm like, you gotta bring the energy. You gotta bring the energy, and you also gotta stand up for like certain things. Right? Like, be a force to be reckoned with. If they're just being dickheads, right? If they're being dickheads, they call them out sometimes. Be like, bro, why are you so negative? Like, be grateful for life. But you have to have those cojones to say it like that. You got to stand on something, bro. Right? You got to stand on something. You got to fucking, because you're going to go against the grain. You know what I mean? You're going to go against the grain. But, I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm like, bro, if you don't like it, then just quit. I almost give them the solution to what their problem is. If they're complaining and they're doing this, but you be the example. You're in great shape, brother. Right? You're in great shape, but you gotta stand, bro. You gotta stand up for something. You gotta fucking be like, nah, this is what I fucking believe. And you're gonna have some pushback. Like, fuck it. But like, you know, because sometimes that's what's testing you. The confrontation. Oh, I can't stand like, oh, they're negative. I'm like, then that's them crying out for help. Do by the way workouts at the moment, pull-ups, push-ups for you, dumbbells for arms, but need to work on my legs. Yeah, brother. I mean, it's also gonna come down to your food. I don't know like where you're at too, but you're 100%. Yeah, you don't want to be skinny, but like if you cut down and you can build a great muscle just simply doing push-ups and pull-ups and core. Legs, bro, hit squats, bro. Do bodyweight squats. I run now. My legs are decent. They're not crazy. Yeah, my legs aren't crazy at all. Because I don't really do, I do body weight squats.
But that's about it. I don't really do anything else. And I would have more definition if I shaved my legs, these legs. Right, but yeah. So where are you on?
I'm gonna focus real quick. Do you want anything?
I think we're good. Come down.
It's rain. Hi.
How are you?
Good. It's better now.
What do you get?
Relationships.
What?
What am I gonna get? I don't know. Chicken and salad, I think.
Chicken, son, why?
I wanna eat salad. I may be pregnant. I want salad.
Do you want chicken? I have chicken.
So salad.
I guess, yeah.
Do you want anything?
Chicken.
Chicken?
No.
Okay. Salad?
Huh?
Salad?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gracias,
Hurry.
everyone. My diet, I need to clean up. Yeah. It's gonna come down. Yeah, you gotta clean up your diet, brother. If you don't clean up your diet, you're not gonna get the results. How's Prana's damn? She's not. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's amazing. Yeah. Yesterday we were. I don't have any photos of us on here. What up, girl? Yeah, that's her and Lowen. Yeah. Alright, questions? Oh! Oh, ladies, you gorgeous. Doesn't it take time to build muscle? Yeah, it does. Body weight, do you still need to eat high surplus calories wise? You still need to get your protein. Are you tracking your protein, brother? That's it. Right? Are you tracking your protein? How do I track your protein? Two things: a scale and yeah. Protein, brother. I don't know what you're hitting, bro. You know, but if you literally just track your protein, you make a big difference. A big difference. And not, all right. But again, this is our biggest enemy right here. Right? This is our biggest. This is your biggest enemy. My biggest enemy. Right? This is our biggest enemy. Is fear. To gain muscle, yeah. How many grams of protein do you have? Me, I have, I don't know, maybe 150, 160. I don't have that much grams of protein nowadays. But, yeah, personally, I only have like maybe 150, 160 maybe. I don't. But I've built muscle throughout years, bro. I've built this muscle throughout years. I've been working out since I was 12. So it's like, I've been working out for 19 years. So imagine, take this year. Take this year, or it's 8 months into this year, like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This whole year, add 18 years to that. Without ever stopping. $130, yeah, bro, that's not that much. You know, take that and add 18. Add the whole kid. It's a whole kid. Went to the gym for about 3 months and seeing no progress at all. Beautiful. Okay, so you're going to the gym. Okay, so before we go in there, you're not seeing any progress at all. Number one, I would ask, how are you measuring progress? That's the first question I asked. How are you measuring progress? And he goes, it takes time to build muscle. It does take time to build muscle. It does take time. It takes a very long time, but it's worth it. My first question, how are you measuring progress? Right? That's huge. Yeah, so then you need to up it because it's like you weigh 180 pounds, you're looking at 130 grams of protein, right? You need to up it, number one, and then you need to track progress. Because you need to understand what's working, what's not working. And that's what I do very much for my clients. Right? I'm really good at tracking progress. Most people don't track progress because most people don't really believe that they're going to make progress.
There's a reason I have this. One of my clients has been with me for a year. Look at all these photos we take. Look at all these photos. We take photos every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks we take photos. This is a whole year pretty much. Why? Because photos are a way to track progress. We weigh in. Every Friday we weigh in. We weigh in every Friday for the last year. For the last year we weighed in every Friday. Probably said, oh, just looking in the mirror and not seeing anything. Yeah, brother. So, all right, so that's your first mistake, brother. You're not seeing, if you would have taken, don't make the same mistake, okay? Don't make the same mistake. You know what the first thing I do when I get a client on board? One of the first things I do, hey, brother, go to the bathroom and I want you to take 3 photos. 3 photos. The first thing I do with every single client of mine, when they start, I know you're not going to like it. I know you're not going to like it. Take a photo from the front, from the side, and from the back. That's what I want you to do. Day 1. Before even day 1, we take photos. Why? You're not going to like what you see, for sure. Most people don't. So why do we do it? So that we can see the progress. This is where he's at now. Look at that. You want to compare the progress from here? Look at this beautiful thing. Right? July 31st, August 15th. If you look yourself in the mirror all the time, you're not going to notice a big enough change. Right? So the biggest, if you would have taken a photo 90 days ago, right? 90 days ago, this is me. The start of the 90 days. And then you would have taken a picture 3 months later. I guarantee you, if you've been going to the gym at least, you would have seen some progress. But because you didn't take photos, maybe you just weighed yourself, you're getting demotivated. Protein shake is necessary if you're struggling to get from food alone. Yeah, I highly recommend protein shakes. Should I take a picture now and go from now on? Yeah, 100%. That's the first thing I would look at, brother. Right? That's the first thing I would do. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do is take photos today. And let me tell you this, guys. Your true weight and how you actually look is when you wake up first thing in the morning, you go to the bathroom, and then you weigh yourself. Don't weigh yourself after eating 1 meal, 2 meals. Don't weigh yourself at the end of the day. Don't weigh yourself after the gym and be like, oh, okay, like this is my true weight. No, your true weight is when you wake up, you use the bathroom, and then you get yourself on the scale. Okay? So I would take photos, bro. Take photos. Number two, if you're not seeing progress, are you following your macros? Are you following your macros? Are you falling off? Are you falling off your nutrition? Yeah, but yeah, protein shakes are good, man. Protein shakes are very good. Really good. Thank you, buddy. You've been training for 19 years, that's a long time. People fall off, including myself, and that, bro. Yeah, bro, I mean, yeah. 19 years, brother, yeah. This is me when I was 13 years old. That's me at 13. Ah. Yeah, that's me at 13. After 1 year. Yeah. I've been training since that was me at 13 years old. That's me at 22. 13 and 22. I'll show you me when I was. This is me when I was 16. Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is after 4 years of working out. I was 16 years old. 16. I'm gonna show you when I was 18. I never stopped. I never stopped because I felt good when I went to parties. I felt good when I got attention from girls. When I was in high school, I got attention from girls. I became a lifeguard at 16 years old. So when I was a fucking lifeguard at 16 years old. I never had to wear a shirt. My job was literally not to wear a shirt. This is me and my buddy Victor, right? This is us being lifeguards. So for me, it was very motivating. Yeah, it was very motivating because it's like I got attention from girls, and that was always my biggest driver, right? Because I didn't get in shape to be healthy. I got in shape because I wanted attention, I wanted validation, I wanted to feel good about myself, you know? What's up, for reals? What up, brother? Where you been, bro? How's the weight loss journey? Yeah. Like, life changes, man. Life changes dramatically when you are in better shape. And like, I just felt like I went from not ever having attention, from getting bullied, to not liking like my life, not liking who I was, to building something that made me feel good about myself. I got attention from girls, I made new friends, I felt better about myself. And so it was such a 180. I couldn't imagine life without it. And because I got in better shape, I've been able to have better relationships. I've been able to start a business. I've been able to I moved to Jacksonville, California. I drove to California by myself. I drove from Florida to California by myself. I don't think if I was not in shape, if I didn't have the confidence, I wouldn't have been able to do half the things I've been able to do. I've failed in businesses. I've succeeded in business. I've failed in relationships. I've succeeded in relationships. Right? So I've had setbacks. But the one thing I never gave up on is working out. Because no matter how bad my life got, bad, right? If I got that workout in there, if I can look in the mirror and at least be proud of what I saw, then I knew I could handle everything else. I could handle everything else. Because being fit, right? If you're fit, right? If you're fit and healthy, right? If you're fit and healthy, it makes everything much easier. That's evidence for endurance right there. Yeah, that's evidence of endurance there. Yeah. If I was out of shape, it makes everything else harder. I work out for how many times a day should you work out? Well, just fucking work out half an hour a day. You don't need much. But you need to be consistent. Right? You need to be consistent. A lot of the issues that you have in your life, I truly believe, will be solved if you feel better about yourself. If you keep neglecting this area of your life, things will only get more difficult. I appreciate your live, pal. Oh, of course, brother. I like going live, bro. Someone just said on YouTube, I appreciate your live. Of course, man. Again, man, and if you want to take that leap, if you want to make that change, bro, go click the link in my bio and you can go to my website and then just fill out the application. It'll shoot me a message. I can get you in great shape. Whatever you're going through right now, we can overcome it together. That's the most beautiful thing. This is what I do for a living. Like, I'm a business owner. I'm the coach. I'm the trainer. I'm the motivator. I'm the mentor. You know? And I come here and I do these lives because this is where I feel most at home. After I get my workout done, after I do my reading, after I do my journaling, after I read my scripture, I feel most at home when I'm working with people, when I'm helping people, when I'm giving you the solution to the problem that you have. Your problem is you don't like the way you feel, you don't like the way you look, you don't have the discipline, you don't have the structure. That's where I come in. We build the structure, we build the confidence, we build the energy, we raise your baseline level of discipline, which raises your self-respect. Like I get you in alignment with who you want to be. The truth of the matter is this. I have felt the most pain in my life when I was out of alignment with what I know I should be doing. Because here's the thing. This is what you know you should be doing, right? This is the body, right? The mind, the spirit. The things you know you should be doing. And then because you're doing this instead, right? You're not eating the right food. You're not training. You're skipping on your workouts. You're not waking up early. You're not doing these things. You're not in alignment. And a lot of this carries a lot of guilt, shame, regret, negativity. Right? The things that you're doing that you know don't align you with who you want to be. Because you have an idea of who you want to be. Nobody wants to be out of shape. Nobody wants to wake up and look in the mirror and be like, oh, fuck, I still have these love handles. I still have these rolls. Nobody wants to step on the scale and see a number they don't like. So until you don't fix that, you're never going to feel like you're in alignment. Because it's you. It's your own body. Nobody else owns this but you. They can take your car away, they can take your house away, they can take anything away, but they can't take your body away from you. So when you decide to trash this one thing, your vessel, where your soul, where your spirit, where your heart is, the thing that if it stopped, you would die, you treat it like shit, you're going to live a life of shit. Good job, Jared. I'm proud of you. Yeah. Year, if you get serious about that, everything. How much change can you see in a year, bro? You can see a change in 90 days, bro. You can see. That's the most beautiful thing about fitness, is that you can see a change very fast. That's why people get addicted to it. This is one of my clients. This is back in 2024, November 2024. Like this is November 12th, February 7th. 3 months later, he lost 45 pounds. Truck driver. A lot can happen in 90 days. With the right plan, with the right structure, with the right guidance. It doesn't take a long time. What takes a longer time is making the decision. It doesn't take a long time to see results when you work with the right person. What takes the longest is making the decision to commit. Because what? You're afraid. You're afraid of what? Failure. The thing is, you're already failing. Right? The thing is, well, I'm afraid I'll fail. Bro, you're already failing. You already don't like the way you look. You already don't like the way you feel. You tried doing it yourself. Hire help. Get the help. Think about it that way. How many more years do you want to spend this way? Willpower. It's not willpower. It's not willpower. Willpower is like pushing the car, right? Getting out, putting the car in neutral and pushing it. That's willpower. And I ask, where are you trying to go? I'm trying to go to New York. I'm like, bro, that's like fucking 16 hours away. If you drive, why are you pushing the car? Because I need to push the car. And then you get tired after 20 minutes. Fuck, I can't do this. I'm just going to go home. You're trying to use willpower. Why don't you just get in the car and get there? Because the thing is, it's a lot easier than you think. But if you can have all the fucking ingredients to create the thing you want. But if you don't have the recipe, if you don't know how much and in what order, it doesn't matter if you have the ingredients. You know how to go to the store and shop for food. You know how to go to the store and shop for food. You know how to come back home and put the food in the fridge. You know how to put the food in the fridge. You know the basics of cooking. You know how to pick up a fork, grab some food and put it in your mouth. You already know how to do 90% of what you're supposed to do. It's just you don't have the recipe. Everyone's recipe is different.
Junior already finished, and we can only improve if you start moving our body and you right? Yeah, of course.
Greek and non-fat yogurt bowls for breakfast with bananas and blueberries. Jared, that's literally my brother's that's literally my brother's breakfast. That's so funny. That's literally my brother's breakfast. That's so funny, dude. My brother eats that shit. I was with him this last week. It keeps me full and feels good not to eat fast food. Fuck yeah, dude. Fast food just ruins the way you feel and look. Yeah, it's not rocket science, but at the same time, it can be tricky. Especially when you're being pulled by so many people. Yeah. I'm gonna save this photo for my brother. Talk about Wawa. I like Wawa. Wawa's gas, bro. But I don't do it all the time. I eat Wawa for sure. But dude, that shit's horrible. Taco Bell, bro, you hate yourself. Yeah, bro, you fucking hate yourself. If you eat Taco Bell, you hate yourself. Like, I'll have Taco Bell once in 5 years. Cause I'll say I'm never gonna say I ate. I don't remember the last time I ate fucking Taco Bell. Wawa's cool though. I like the hoagies, the hot hoagies. Fuck yeah. The hell no. If I ate that shit, forget that. You know what I mean? No, but it's true though, bro. That's why you probably look older than what you really are. Cause you probably drink and you probably eat Taco Bell after you're drunk as shit. That's what happens when you're drunk. When you're drunk as shit, all you want to go to is either McDonald's, Wendy's, Checkers, or Taco Bell. I'm 46. Yeah, and you probably look older than 46 because of that. Yeah. I don't know why. But I'm saying though, bro, like if you drink and you eat like shit, you're just gonna be a representation of that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, singing $2 and a crumble yesterday.
Jesus Christ, bro. But I think no, but Robert, honestly, bro, like, and all like jokingness, like, brother, like, you deserve better than that, bro. Don't feed your body that shit. You gotta have more self-worth. Have more self-respect. I'm not gonna put that shit in my body. That shit's horrible for you. Like, that's the way I look at it. You don't really have much self-respect. Drink it there. I drink water and coffee. That's all I drink. Sometimes I'll fucking drink an energy drink. That's what I always say, bro. Like, whenever you go in there, just know that that food is not gonna make you look good or even feel better. It's like, nah, dude, I have more self-respect for myself than that. Fuck that, I'm not gonna eat that shit. That's the way I look at it. Anytime there's temptation for that, get some money in for strawberry. Well, let me get some money for strawberry, right?
Fat ass, so I feel bad about myself.
No, bro, I don't need to call you a fat ass for you to feel bad about yourself. What did I eat yesterday? Bagels. Yeah. I practiced around 6. Caprice, brother. Caprice, what up, brother? How are you? Yeah, you have a very large closeted gay following. I mean, I'm not opposed to gay people. My brother's gay.
I'm bad with energy drinks. Need to cut down. So,
Yeah, Tiger, brother. Energy drinks, I drink them, but if you drink one every single day, you're fucked, brother. Drink coffee. Drink coffee. 100%. Yeah, that's true, you know? All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a minute. Love you. Again, go click the link in my bio. Check out the website for coaching, mentorship. Let's get you in shape. It's August, fam. It's August. Bye, YouTube. Ciao, muchachos. Los quiero mucho.